Hey, guess what?
Yo!
I was first.
No, I was first. I was like a minute and a half early.
That was our least.
That's no, that tracks.
I think that was our least synced. Yo.
I think it was the least coordinated one, and yet I'm entirely okay with it. The game's up for you guys to join, since this is combat, and this board is using all basically stock assets, so I'm hoping that it doesn't make anyone's computer explode.
We will see.
Like, there's nothing fancy in this board, so I'm hoping that everyone can connect.
I mean, this one worked last time. No, wait, we were watching it through you.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah, I just sat down. It's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I've spent more
So,
time on the floor today than I
up,
would really like.
I opened up Steam, and it's advertising. You should play this game, Stallcraft X, and the characters are like these look like something out of Chernobylite or something like that, where it's like intense gas masks and stuff. And I see the gameplay, and it looks like Minecraft. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
all right,
I'm gonna be honest. No, hang on. Chernobyl Minecraft goes hard. Hang on a second.
All right, I need to figure out. Is it 11 points when you get a master in a skill?
Yay! I entered. Yay! I'm in.
I think so.
I'm in.
Because it's
Hey, I
7
see the
for
top two.
trained, 9 for expert, so I'm assuming 11 for master.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah,
So
my
I was-
occultism is... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
My occultism is proficiency 13 for a total of 15, so yeah, probably 11, and then what your proficiency bonus?
I just wish I could easily look up the breakthrough innovation thing, because I think the PDF I was using for my thing to check on the inventor stuff is gone.
Oh right, there's a Manticore now.
Yeah.
There might be.
I was gonna say there's the innovation is higher up when you select innovation on Path Builder at least. It links out to there somewhere, I don't remember.
If this was, like, with the issues we've been having with Tabletop Sim lately, and I'm glad to see everyone's able to connect, but with the issues we've had in recent eras, if this was like 6 months ago, I'd say, you know what, okay, let's find an entirely new tabletop to play on, and let's switch over to Dungeon World, because functionally that's what I've been DMing this whole time. But the Pathfinder aspect is, mostly artifice for like the player personality focused DMing style that I use, right? Like, you guys are more important than what your character sheets are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, this deep in the campaign with with things mostly wrapped up, it's like, let's go through it, and then we'll switch it up for another campaign, or for whatever we do next. Which, yeah. But it's like, man, kind of wish everything didn't explode.
This is most unfortunate.
Who would like to do the recap?
Robo saw a big bird. Kill.
We trudged.
I believe that given the situation and the amount of effort that I have been doing in trying to reveal the mystery behind all of this stuff, I think that the person best suited to recap this stuff would be Flicker.
Under the bus with him.
Flicker, heck of a game that we've been having today. Tom, why don't you tell us and catch us up from our commercial break?
Love it.
Yeah, I've been dodging the draft, I guess.
Little bit.
Them Spurs.
In my defense, my brain hasn't really been open to much since I've had to fill it 24/7 with work almost.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
Normally I actually do try and like keep track of stuff that's happening, but like lately it's like the moment that the game's over, like I remember little things, but like especially lately with all the things combining and the like. I've never had a campaign with more than one, maybe two plot threads, smaller plot threads going that I could keep track of. Okay, let's see.
I mean, sorry, not sorry.
How dare you make a multifaceted adventure?
I apologize. It will
It's
happen
over
again.
here too, like it's got me over here too. Like, oh my goodness, my players must be so confused.
Like I said, normally,
Like,
like I said, up until like I had to properly start doing this, I was able to keep track. But then, like I said, I had to then start work, and I am even avoiding playing games because of work.
Yeah.
So that's how serious it is. Anyway.
Okay, but we asked for a recap, not a sub story, though.
Not wrong.
All right. So after spending, I want to say at least 20 minutes last session deciding whether or not to go through a suicidal charge through what were those little
Modrons.
rectangular robots called?
Modrons.
He's not suicidal if not TPK, just saying.
True. We decided
it's
against
only
it because
suicidal if we die.
because we saw them building something that Soba had a very good Nat 20-esque feeling about being very unnatural.
Soba
but
paint
we
with
were
the
like-
color of the wind.
But
Soba
and we
paint with the
decided-
color of the wind.
And then we decided, like, nah, they're still in the beginning stages. This is a problem for level 8 us.
You're so
And,
right though.
I feel like that should be on a shirt. This feels like a job for higher level me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got some zingers every once in a while.
Only a few, though.
And then we decided to trudge on through the swamp, where we luckily didn't encounter anything nasty. None of us got hit by swamp gas, and or fell into the nasty water. Because we came prepared with nice equipment. Oh, we did encounter something, didn't we? We encountered a shack, correct?
Yeah, you even found an abandoned home that taught you more about
Oh yeah.
how things were
Where we
constructed,
confirmed-
basically.
Where we confirmed that everything, where we had gained the definitive proof by getting Flicker's second favorite hammer back from
Mhm.
that everything that goes onto the vanishing cart comes from somewhere in the world where it wasn't used, which Sprig was pointed out clearly that yes, she saw through it immediately. That was just a theory, a game theory, some might say. It was a good theory.
Sprig was just like, I knew this like 4 months ago. I thought you were all on board with this.
Yeah, pretty much. The
I
important
like
part was
puzzles, so I put pieces together a little quickly.
no,
And, like,
I'm not
genuinely,
here.
That's why I like this group. That's why I feel comfortable putting this many puzzles and threads in the group. Because, like, you do.
I like it too, except when it makes my brain hurt. Then it owie.
Fair.
I mean, when you have Sprig in the group, you kind of need to make things a little higher difficulty. I've learned that.
She's our
Conceptually,
fast
yeah.
pass. She's our fast
But, like,
pass.
But, like, I like writing higher concept stuff anyways, so, like, I'm on board. And, like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. All you guys are enjoying it to some extent. I know Magus is enjoying
I
it.
didn't say I'm not enjoying it. I
Yeah.
just like I just have internalized problems
Yeah.
with feeling with
Flower
All I know-
Fireball was a very
Oh.
funny encounter.
Mhm.
All I know is I hope I can make Sprig have fun in October.
Aw.
Yay.
I'm also going to have fun in October.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I made a very dumb build.
I absolutely.
Nice.
I've been looking over it. Absolutely adore it.
Anyway, following that, we went on with our crab barge, and we eventually came to the big temple / library / administrative sector.
Hey, Jade.
Hi.
I could take Entourage.
Wait. Is that what I think it
You
is?
have a
Hold on,
small group of admirers who follow you around while you're in civilized settlements.
Yes. Take that.
Honestly, I think we've deserved it.
No. We've got something better here.
If you do that, it will be Gripply. That's all I'm saying.
I want to see. I want to see the Rodelac groupies.
Same, actually. They're just more like script nerds or administration nerds.
They're all wearing like Rodelac cosplay.
What it absolutely strikes me as is I'm waiting
What?
for us to get an entourage of like Gripply and goblins and kobolds, all
There's a
wearing like deer
yeah.
stalkers and vests and stuff. Basically playing full Hildebrand and Noshia.
Yes.
There's a feat
Yes!
here that says I can stagger somebody by complimenting them.
Oh, that's so true.
That works well with the rest of the things your character does.
I once played a character that was like that, and they were the traditional horny bard, but the twist was they had 0 riz.
That's
So,
the normal horny bard thing.
Okay, yeah, but like normal horny bards are not aware they have 0 riz.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, this was someone who like they're trying to live up to like an ideal, and they're failing. And I took that, and it was basically like a, hey baby, nice ass. And like it was great because like the DM just had to have the creature go like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Got a bucket of chicken.
The sad, the funny part.
Yeah, it was
is,
Scout TF2. It was Scout TF2, actually.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the fucking thing, though.
Language.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. That's me being a hypocrite.
That's the thing about Scout, though. He is God's gift to women, canonically. It's just that he flounders completely with the one that he wants, 100%.
I can use I can take a feat that lets me use intimidation as counter spell.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that.
That is cool.
Regrettably, I need to have a master in intimidation, which is not where I'm at.
Yeah. Oh, that does suck.
I mean, that's really funny though.
Can
I would actually like.
I have been given approval to share a story of like absolutely 0 riz if you would like me to share.
Sure.
Please.
So, Shard used to travel for work all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like basically the only place to hang out or do anything that wasn't just the hotel room where she was at for work at the time would be like the bar in the hotel. Well, most of the people that hang out in the bar in the hotel are like relatively seedy sorts. There was a guy that hit on Shard at one point, and she was sitting. She was watching. I don't remember what she was saying she was watching, but she was just watching something in the bar, and this guy came up beside her and said, "You know, those pants look really nice. Know where they'd look nicer though? Balled up in the corner of my room. Here's my key," and then left.
Wow.
So she went to his bar room, cleaned out his hotel room, cleaned out his minibar, went back to her room.
I would have done the same. I would have done
Absolute queen shit.
Absolute
That's fair.
goddess tier. Incredible.
That is fucking. Sorry. I can't help it. I swear. Okay, this is tough on me.
Rig, did he actually come up and just say it all in one bunch like that? Just like sort of vomit it all out and then run away?
It was all in one bunch, and then he was just like, "I'll be back in my room at 8," and she's like, "Okay." She went by before 7.
That makes it so much better,
my
actually.
Whole mini bar went back to her.
That makes it so much better.
So she had like bagged gummy bears for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
Nice.
I don't have a. What is a dedication? Oh. Yeah, I don't have that. I could be able
I
to
would also
see time.
So, just to fill in, when you got to the Great Library, you found a couple of documents that had been very clearly preserved much better than the other things, implying some sort of significance, and those gave you some pretty valuable information about the history of this land. And you also found the mural of the Great Procession, and learned, and I should say, sussed out. I should say, realized. I could say, deduced. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Sort of what that meant in the context of this world and these people.
We also didn't notice the Manticore nest right next to us.
We were a little bit focused on lore.
On lore.
Sober noticed it. It's just giant bird scorpion is friend.
Now,
except for when it's not.
I do have a couple things that I want to touch on before. Yeah, we ended with a very clearly, hey, you guys are about to get in combat. But I wanted to touch on a couple of other things beforehand. So, I remembered that that Magus wasn't actually there when you found those scrolls of scrying.
Yeah.
Paranoia scroll.
And I was wondering if we wanted to, Magus specifically, I was wondering if Rodelac would want to investigate those scrolls of the ancient scrolls of scrying that were found.
I think that's fair.
Probably would.
Yeah.
Because there would be an academia role involved here that, yeah.
Hang on. I can roll a thing for that. Oh, my die is gone. Give me a second. Alright, I assume that this will be for my old character, my level 6.
It's for whatever you have in front of you. I'm not terribly worried.
I mean, yeah, I still haven't, factored it all in yet, so...
Then yeah.
Here we go, everybody. Let's see if I get a 2!
Let's go gambling!
Let's go gambling!
So, that is a 21.
Ooh.
Okay. Cool. No one had broken 20 before, so on this particular aspect of it. So I just want to give you the opportunity for that, because each of those scrying scrolls, 4 of them, one of which was attempted to be used in the end, the spell did not work. Each of them are written in a different way. Each of them weave the magic to scry differently.
Ooh.
Covering their bases, I see.
And when the party tried to use one of them, the spell fizzled. So as of right now, you guys have 3 more scrolls of scry, and the knowledge that one of them failed, not as a result of direct interference or counterspell, but rather by it simply could not be cast.
I think
That was something that was.
Okay. Yeah.
What was
okay. I completely forgot about that. So. Thank you
Yeah,
for
I
that
just.
update.
Yeah, I just wanted to
We'll get
backtrack
on
into
to
that.
It's a good thing I got the most. Anti-spell ever, which is gun.
True.
I might be out of spells, but I ain't out of shells.
Oh, that's a nice variant. That's a nice variant.
I love it.
Y'all
Could you guys
need
put your
to watch the
characters-
Ralph Factory.
Could you guys
Oh,
put your
okay.
characters on the map here, wherever you would have been investigating stuff?
I think we were like all over here. Remember? Like we all found like the thing over
Yeah, no,
here.
we did
This
finish.
elevator.
We did go over there at the end.
While I'm doing that, I do have a question for you, GT. Did you ever watch the Ralph Bakshi's Wizards? Thank you. I think I was standing next to Cece because we were talking about something. I don't remember what we were talking about though.
Well, to put it very simply, the moment a German friend of mine I asked him if he ever seen the movie, I was like, I'm dropping everything, you're dropping everything, you're watching this.
I think that movie might actually be illegal in Germany.
Why?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Because it uses real world Nazi propaganda films in it.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that would
but
be that would break
yeah,
the,
that-
Yeah, but it's depicted extremely negatively.
even still, it's
Yeah.
still you can,
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't really matter. It's just.
Yeah, Germans take that very serious.
You don't show that
Yeah,
period, yeah.
Possession of those film reels is considered like a felony, apparently.
Yep.
Well,
It's
then
a
I did
good
him.
reason.
Then I did him a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so long as you didn't like send him like the MP4 file.
Yeah, no, I just streamed it to him.
Anyways,
It reminded
that's
me of
gray
a really
area.
dumb joke. I apologize. I have been given the permission to say this one once before, but I apologize anyways because it's awful. This is German comedy, friends. It's no laughing matter.
yes.
What a
That's
classic.
very good.
Why was the German late for work?
They weren't.
But
Because
yeah,
he was Bavarian.
honestly, I kind of want to use it as an inspiration for background for a D&D episode of Teen Neighborhood. Like this is like the world is vaguely based on that movie, so I can just have an excuse to throw in whatever I want almost in there, and it'll make just as much sense. Minus
From my-
minus
So-
the imagery,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's actually play D&D.
Yeah,
Hooray!
sorry. Pathfinder.
Dungeon World functionally. I would like everyone to make a discovery roll. If you recall, a discovery roll is any roll that gives you information about your surroundings. That can be anything from athletics to size somebody up, to perception to just learn, to just look at a thing, to history to remember a thing about a thing.
Got a 14.
So also think about what it is that you are, because this is actually a check that you will get information for. So in addition to,
Wait, what?
How they're doing.
What-
I can't
Hey-
look-
hey,
I've
Liv?
gone down like 4 times.
hey Liv,
Oh no! Am I not muted? Oh
You are
no,
not
I'm
muted.
sorry. I am sorry.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think she muted. She tried muting herself earlier.
yeah, I think that was like a. I'm glad I was talking over it because I think it was a personal conversation, so I just was trying to like, let's just bury that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
I wanted to ask, like, what
That's
are we
fine.
discovering here exactly?
Any information that you desire about the enemy or your surroundings or terrain or such as it goes on.
I
As
think
this
for
creature,
future-
hold on. Sorry, let me. As the creature comes in and stares at you, and you hear rustling from more directions than you think would sound reasonable. I will leave it at that.
Oh no.
Okay, so no, I'm trying to think of if I can finally use lore heraldry, but I guess I think I talked to you when I wanted to talk about potentially changing that into something maybe slightly more useful. But I think for my 14, it would either be nature for like. Flicker probably would have studied like some kind of mythical beasts for design inspirations. It's either nature or perception, just to see where everything's at. But I want to say, let's give Flicker a try at nature, since I think my perception is the same anyway. So let's go with nature. So that's 14 plus 9. Hold on, quickly calculating. 14, 4, 18, and that brings us up to 20, 23.
What do you?
I
No, wait.
have to round it up to a round number first, and then work from there. So I'm at 23 nature for my check.
For checking what? No, I'm more interested. Like, I'm genuinely more curious what you're checking than what you're rolling.
Trying to remember,
Like,
because we've established that it's a Manticore. Flicker is trying to remember anything he can about Manticores, essentially. Because
Okay.
one thing I'm definitely certain he's been through like books on like mythical creatures for inspiration.
Okay, and you said it was 23?
Yeah. Nature.
All right. This does not look like the kind of Manticore that you have read about. The tail is spiked rather than a snake or a scorpion or anything else that would be normal, and there are protrusions on its back that look ominous. Those protrusions remind you of... I'm sure it'll come to you. Cece!
Well, Cece's got a decent idea, at least, of, like, the size of most Manticore.
Mm-hmm.
Her first, response to realizing this was a nest was, trying to just, mentally math out approximately how large this room is and if there would be room for the Manticore to fly. It's a 22 engineering.
Ooh, I like it. Oops. 1 second here. Where's that? Push button. Oh, there. With the 2. Good. That made it. Okay, good 2. Got it. Okay. Sorry, fiddling with the. There is enough room for a Manticore to fly in here. However, there are many tight spaces, and the nest is smaller than, implying that the Manticore itself is also smaller. So it would not be able to soar, but it might be able to, get up on a balcony or relocate.
Yeah, it should be able to move around easily enough, but not, fight from the air, so to speak.
Exactly. There's effectively 2 stories above you, the second floor and then a domed ceiling above that.
Hmm.
And the dome ceiling does have...
In my original mental headspace, the dome was actually made from glass, and there was a hole in the glass that the Manticore was coming down through.
So there was no hole in the glass, and the Manticore came down the stairs. But yes, you did. You did actually see the Manticore, or Soba did, rather I should say, before through the glass dome. So yes.
Okay.
Soba, got it. We'll skip over Soba because I think that she might be busy at the moment. Rodalak.
Yep.
Hold on.
I'm just going in the order on Discord right now.
I'm
Want to skip over you?
No. It's fine. I just I'm factoring my stats really quickly.
Okay.
I have a master in perception now, so I'll roll that. That is a 14 against an 11. That is a 25.
Okay. To discern what?
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, so we saw the egg, the nest in the room for the Manticore to the right. Yes.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I heard a bunch of summoning sounds. Oh.
It's probably nothing.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to discern burbs. So I'm gonna. First things first. Am I actually here? Like I don't look. It doesn't look like I'm here. Give me a second.
I don't see your
That's where
character.
we were supposed to put ourselves in.
Yeah, we
Please
just
first
bring
thing.
ourselves in.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Hang on,
I
let me
know.
bring-
This is why I have two versions of Soba. Soba and Soba Big.
Well, first things first. I'll probably take cover and glance from behind the bookcase.
Any baby.
Let's see. At 25, yeah, you see these things shimmer into being. These are not crawling out of somewhere. These didn't exist a moment ago, as far as you were able to tell.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to use my new ability that I have here. Aura Sight. Do you mean? I imagine you probably need me to discern to explain what that is.
More,
What
I'd
does
like you to
pot of
explain.
breed do?
I just heard
More-
two of you talk at the same time.
Sorry.
It's
Alright.
less. It's less that I need you to explain what it does, and more that I want you to explain how you're using it.
I've learned the way that I can see it is that I would like to determine the various targets' current attitudes towards us. Are they friendly, indifferent, or hostile?
The last one.
Okay. I mean, that seems obvious to me
Yeah,
on that
fair.
one, but
That's fair.
I
You
I
see,
just wanted to confirm it.
This is the den of carnivorous creatures, and we, friends, are made of meat.
And Cass.
Yeah, so I am going to use my occultism
Mm-hmm.
to. I'm just constantly looking out for curses and things. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking for here, and that's a 26.
So just looking for anything that is occultist or,
Yeah,
or
and-
accursed.
Unnatural things like that.
At a 26, I will say that you do feel something behind behind a wall over there, but nothing that's relevant to the current situation.
Okay.
And Soba, are you back or? I see. We'll give her
That
a few
means
moments.
yes, I think.
Oh, I see. But yes, Flicker.
Sorry.
Hey, welcome back.
My cat, I have my headphones on, but my cat was apparently peeing on something.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. Alright. So, I have my headphones on, so I have a rough idea what's going on.
Yee.
So seeing all of these creatures come out of nowhere, Soba's going to see that and be like, "Pwah, basic parlor trick, Soba can do this too. Come here, kitty," and hold up the thing that summons my friend. My displaced beast friend.
All right. What is your discovery check?
My discovery check on top of that is I'm going to roll survival.
Mhm.
So what are these creatures, or do we not know?
I mean, roll it.
Okay. Well, that is a 27.
Nice. So, wow. This actually is extremely funny dice rolls here. 27, 26, 25, 23, 22. That's hilarious. But to answer your question, you will recognize the remember how I mentioned with GD and I sort of put a pin in it that because I assumed that you were going to be able to see it, this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
There are some displacer tendrils, mostly kept flat on its back, right next to its wings.
Friend for displacer friend.
Displacer?
Yes. Oh, so I love displacer biz. Very friend. Very good. Very easy to house train.
Some might say easier than cats.
Yes.
Did
All of intelligence of cat, but without the asshole demeanor.
it shrink in the wash?
His baby. Leave it alone.
Like that.
I could have sworn the friend she made was a lot bigger than that.
No. This was a smaller displacer beast that focused on ranged attacks and throwing spikes out of its tendrils to attack people.
Yeah.
I see.
Then displacing as a means of escaping. That's how this thing had fought.
When I summon it and I give him like a pet on it, it's like, hello Kitty, I missed you.
I always imagine Soba's like she picks up like the animals and then she pets them super hard and gets
No.
aggressive.
No. That's the thing. Soba is incredibly gentle. Like she picks them up, and it's just like you think it's gonna be really rough, and it's just like no, it's the utmost care. Like you see her give more care to the animals, and you do see her give to people.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, so
Soba
Ba is foist.
Yeah. So is this combat, or are we doing discovery stuff still?
Oh, that's your initiative. The discovery checks
Oh.
are your initiative rolls when I do combat. Yes, I know it's been a hot minute since I did combat, but that way
What
I
are the dates
feel
there?
like that's more interesting and engaging than just everyone roll perception for initiative. It's like, roll and learn something about the combat you're about to get into.
Well, Jade, that's kind of how Pathfinder works by default.
It is, except that it's always perception, and I expand that to any
No, it's
discovery
not.
check.
No,
Huh?
it's not. No, if you have an argument for how using a different skill, you literally could just say, "Hey, DM, I would like to roll initiative with this, and here's my reasoning." And then,
Cool.
like that, yeah, like that's a default rule.
Neat.
It
I've
was
been
not
doing
in
this since-
Pathfinder 1.
I've
It
been
was
doing
not in
this since-
Pathfinder 1.
I've been doing this since 4th edition, so cool. I didn't know that was actually an official rule.
Yeah,
Sick.
it was added in 2nd edition, and it's been expanded on with the remake, where it basically works how you've done it just now.
I'm taking credit for this. This is my idea. They owe me money.
Okay, all right.
I mean, you're kind of needed.
Eh.
So these are displacer creatures.
Yes.
All right. So
These appear to be displacements of a creature that is not here. For lack of a
Soba
better
is
way of
going-
describing it.
Soba is going to open up her bag and be like, "Oh, Soba is going to need a lot more friendship rations." So
I don't think that thing eats pickles.
pickles are for Soba,
here.
not animal. Don't be silly. So I would like to use a nature check, please, Jade.
Okay, on your initiative.
On my for my first action. Soba's going to kind of like kneel down, put her palm on the floor, and use nature and the connection she has to nature through her horn to basically try and see if she can determine, like, so if all of these are fake, or wait, hang on, are all of them fake, or is it like one of those things where like the real one is here somewhere, we just don't know?
Roll it. That will be your harmony skill.
What's my harmony skills thing again?
The new skill that you gained.
I don't remember what the modifier was.
It was wisdom based.
Oh, it was wisdom based? That's +0 then, so damn. Unless I have like training.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was strength of will based. It's a strength check, but it is as strength of will.
Oh,
I
okay.
gave it to you as your primary. I gave it to you as your primary stat. Sorry, I remember this now.
Okay, so that's a 16 then.
Okay. They are not real, and they can hurt you.
Oh. Soba is going to kneel down to Displacer Beast friend and be like, "Friend, you are Displacer. Can you try and find the real one? We must make friend. This is big misunderstanding. Soba does not want to hurt animal friend."
Don't think the feeling.
Mechanically, I'm using an action to give my Displacer Beast an action to try and track down the real thing.
Sure thing.
Cause, and final action, final action, I'm going to pull out some beef jerky rations from my bag, and that's my turn. Sobo does not wish to hurt these things.
All right. Your pet takes actions on your initiative.
Yeah, after my turn is done. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's your third action, then it goes straight to. What's its name again? You had a name for it. I don't remember it though.
I forgot. I forgot his name. It's been so long since I'm gonna give him a new name. Soba will call him. How many limbs does a Displacer Beast have? Is it 6?
Mm-hmm. The Displacer Beasts have 6 limbs, which technically makes them insects.
Don't they have 8? I thought they have, or like...
Yeah, no, that's right, it is 8.
Okay.
It depends on if you count tentacles and or tails.
Oh, true, yeah, I wasn't counting tentacles.
If you count the tendrils, then it's 8, which would make them arachnids. If you don't count those, then it would be 6, and if you do count tails, it would be 7 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes them some sort of squid, I guess.
Or an octopus. You know, Soba's going to call him Minog, from the Russian word Osminog, which is the Russian word for octopus. Because Soba's is short for dog.
Alright. I have named your character, and I have definitely misspelled it, so feel free to edit that.
Oh, no, that's accurate. That's accurate. Like I say.
Oh, wait. Yeah, nailed it? I'm so good at this. Alright, so your Displacer is going to what now?
I want the Displacer to try and track down the real version of the Displacer Manticore. Or whatever this thing is. Like, the thought here being that, like, this thing knows how displacement works.
Mm-hmm. The Manticore is displacing images of creatures other than itself.
Ah.
Oh.
All of these leposaurs and eagles are being displaced by the Manticore. This implies a level of intelligence that even a Manticore is usually unknown for.
Good to know.
It's a tank and a support character.
Also known as a problem.
Yeah. that's my point.
So does my Manticore have does my Displacer Beast need to make a roll of some kind, or how does this work?
Because it is a Displacer Beast, I gave you that information.
Okay. So, but it does not know. It cannot track down where it is. Is it too far, or is it like?
I mean, there's a Manticore right here.
Oh, okay.
The Manticore is
this
itself.
is the real one. This is the real one. Okay.
Is displacing everything else.
As far as you were able to tell, that is real.
Okay, I understand now. All right.
But you were able to gain all the information about the displacers because you did know that, basically.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I have an idea to hopefully not get ripped to pieces.
Yeah.
I propose we collapse in between the bookshelves.
Yeah, I was looking at the bookshelves. I was like, we gotta close the bookshelves on him. That's the classy thing to do here. At least if we don't want to kill it, I guess.
I mean, Soba won't have an issue with killing it if like it's the only way, but like she's going to try and avoid it as best she can because it's an animal. Killing people's fine. People can make decisions.
People had to formulate and come to a decision. They didn't just like fly off on a hunger or some other immediate impulse.
The people's decision is: I see that 10-foot tall like Goliath over there. I'm gonna pick a fight. Dumb decision.
Give me a second here. I just need to pull up a couple of stat blocks.
That big lady looks an awful lot like food. So, incorrect, sir.
Like animal Soba thinks like okay, this thing has mistaken me for food. I need to correct it. But it's a mistake. A person though, you were trying to rob Soba. Okay. What do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni.
The distant pepperoni was the greatest.
That's what they say after Soba has thrown them 6 miles. Pepperoni.
Ding. Pepperoni is such a good cat or dog name.
There we go. Acquire the things. Assuming that this is the thing that has the thing in it. Hey, I have dice. Forgot to get these out. That's my entirely my own bed. All right.
Okay.
Cass.
Hi, yes, this is Cass.
A pair of lizards swarm to attack you. They
Yay.
come out of the nest, pounce over, and one attacks high and one attacks low in a way that seems coordinated in a scary way.
Yeah, intelligent.
That was a natural 1, which means that one was actually a feint. That was just to set you off balance, as the other one actually went in to hit you. There we go.
Yeah.
What is your... Actually, I'm pretty sure it hits anyways. What's your AC? Just out of curiosity. I'm just wondering.
It's 23, but if 37 would be better, I can lie.
If it makes you feel better, I can lie.
That's a real feat. That's a real feat in Pathfinder.
That's true.
You take 7 damage. Total.
Okay. I can handle that.
The AC is always 2 points higher than what you got.
Yeah.
Rodelac. Or, I'm sorry. This is a Flicker. Let me actually...
Yeah.
One of these creatures sort of looks like a little scale-winged leopard. Jumps up, lands on the desk, which creaks under its weight. Something that you are... but you gave that information to the party, right? You said that your findings out loud, I assume?
Yeah, Soba likes to think out loud.
Okay, I figured. I just wanted to double check it, you know?
Is crowded inside Soba ahead. Need to think out loud to make more space.
I'm guessing that means that's not a displacement because it actually has weight.
And that is the question that you will have to think about as you take...
God.
5 damage.
Question.
Yes.
I'm at level 7. Does any of my proficiencies go up or anything like that in terms of saving throws or other things like that, or just my health and my and skills?
I don't believe it's proficiency level.
Okay. Just want to make sure, because I'm just double checking what I have here.
If I'm wrong, call me out though.
So I'm guessing it passed 24 AC.
Yeah, it hit 27, so
Okay.
I didn't even ask.
Yeah, I got the
Cuss!
shield raised.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I am going to, let's see. There are people next to me, and they want to hurt me, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Soba and make Soba big.
That's super big. Wait, I can already wrestle colossal creatures. Can I just wrestle God now?
I think the question at this point is, can God create a Soba so big that he can't wrestle it?
Yeah. Like, is it, like I don't think there's anything larger than colossal in this system.
No, there isn't.
What?
There is. It's called Soba.
How to defeat Soba? Put a slightly larger Soba.
It's Soba's all the way down.
Sprig, what is this crab-related Doom post that you sent us?
It was just a thing that got posted on my my Discord server a little while ago, and I had to share it because I almost broke down laughing.
Good share.
Oh, yeah.
Billion crabs.
16 million crabs, and we can run Doom on something.
Love that. God, imagine being a crab. You're not understanding what's going on. All you know is that some scientist is giving you crab treats in order to press a button.
I mean,
Yo,
that
crab
sounds like
treats? I'm
heaven,
in.
Right? Like, I would eat a crab treat. I'm not even a
That's-
crab.
That's wild.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know who I am. All that I know is that I run Doom.
Why do I hear no?
I mean, it's
Not,
okay,
not even the original GZ Doom.
Oh
That means
I
they
god.
want
can
you
add.
to imagine.
That means they can add more crabs.
I want you to imagine that you are running Doom. Like, this is the thing that you are doing. Wouldn't you just be filled with, like, purpose? You'd know what your life is about.
The best part is, you know that there's room for improvement always, and somehow
Is that your
someone will always be making some.
is that your whole turn, Cass?
Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to
Sorry,
keep
I
it a
thought that was
little more
clear.
on track.
Yeah,
I-
no, that's
Rodelac.
All right. I'm gonna nudge a little bit over here, and I'm going to peek around the corner, and I'm going to activate my devise a stratagem to determine everything on the Manticore. So if you recall, I've got known weaknesses. So I'm going to be identifying all the stuff for it. So, hold on. Just to remind myself, because it's been a while since I've done combat, sorry.
No worries.
I'm going to devise a stratagem. So I make a roll, and if I critically succeed at the recall knowledge check, I notice a weakness and gain a circumstance bonus. And I can convey this information to my allies as part of the check.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing very quickly that ability that allows me to like quickly figure out information.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the text on this is very tiny. How do I zoom in? Let me zoom in, please. There we go. Okay. Devise stratagem. Choose a creature you see and roll a d20. Okay. So first things first is oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to do. As a free action, I can use expeditious introspection. I observe and assess my surroundings at great speed. I recall knowledge, seek, or sense motive.
Okay.
So I'm going to recall knowledge on the Manticore, and specifically, I want to identify how sensitive it is to its olfactory senses and how it tracks things. Is it more based on sight, smell, or another sense of some kind. So let me roll that first. And
Mm-hmm.
that would be, I guess, a nature check with recall, or would that be lore?
I'd say it would
Since
be a
I'm recalling
nature.
knowledge.
You go ahead. You can decide.
I'm going to say lore because I imagine that my primary experience with animals in general are going to be, I read it on, like, you know, what was that one zoo magazine back in the day?
Oh,
In the dark depths of the ocean.
National Geographic?
No. It was another
No.
one. It was like it's like this dinosaur hologram.
like one of the kids' ones. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it was though, sadly.
Oh damn it! What was it called? Somebody in chat help me.
I
Was
don't
it
know.
just called Kids?
No. It was not. It wasn't just called Kids. It was definitely. It was like it was a kids magazine for like zoo, like animals or whatever.
Yeah, it was.
Was it the World Books?
Not quite a world book, but
It was.
I can't remember.
Zoo
I'll
books.
find it later.
Zoo
Like,
books.
Zoo books.
There were zoo books. I had those.
Yeah, zoo books. That's what it was.
They still make them.
They still
offer
make them.
They still offer subscriptions for zoo books.
That's
That's amazing.
amazing.
Oh,
There's only
that's
like 12 of them, right? And they
that's
just send them out.
awesome.
Apparently, they're making more.
Oh, neat.
That's
That's cool.
tremendous.
There
I
better be a
love
there
that.
better be a Dole zoo books, or I'm gonna be mad. Teach kids about doles. I'm tired of being called a d-hole. God damn
So
it.
I read about manticores in zoo books. There we go.
There you go.
Here we go.
They got
That is
manticores
a-
where they got doles in them.
6.
Hey, I
that
think,
is a
hey, I think we read the
19.
same book.
Sorry,
think I
no,
read
sorry.
the
That is
same
a
book.
that is a 19.
A
Read the
19.
Rosaldes, though.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to have a D4 coin on you, would you?
A D4 coin?
Yeah.
I believe I do. I've got one
Don't
left.
we all start every session with a platinum coin that we can use?
You still start every session
Yeah.
with a platinum, which is a reroll. But the gold is add a D4 to a roll after you roll if you.
That is a 2. So 21.
Okay. Manticore are not terribly olfactory focused, seeing as they tend to have roughly humanoid faces and thus humanoid noses. However, there are some people who believe that they also have near humanoid intelligence, which is not to be confused with the ability to actually communicate, but the ability to strategize.
Okay. I am first things first. First part of my thing. I'm going to do my devise a stratagem to make my roll.
Mhm.
And I add my perception to this, I believe. Bop. Oh my god, are you freaking for real? All right, so that is 17.
Is that against something?
It'll be against his AC if I attack him with it. So I'm going to assume that's a no.
No.
That's fine. All right, so instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I don't think he understands English. Because I can't really...
None of us speak English. We're speaking common.
Hey.
Very fun.
You speak no goblin?
Oh, for God's sakes, come on.
Omelette du fromage.
We.
All right, let's see here. Because I need to make sure that it's a diplomacy check against them. Do they need to understand? Retort needs to use a linguistic charisma-based skill action. Oh, that's for the retort, not for the. It's a diplomacy check against the target's will DC. With that keen recollection, would I be able to determine that you would be able to like understand a little bit of common? Based on that thing that I read. Did I?
Sorry.
Hello? Oh.
Sorry about that. It absolutely would not be able to understand.
Okay, fine. All right. I think what I'll do then is I'm going to use my predictive purchase, and I am going to pull out a stink bomb.
Actually, hang on. Megas,
Yes.
how far does predictive purchase go?
I'm allowed to have
Non-magic.
non-magical.
Could you get a bottle of ether and a rag?
Asking for a friend.
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
I just want to say, technically, my grapple class is one above colossal, which does not exist.
Yeah.
I could, like, now that I'm enlarged, I could hold this thing down and we could just chloroform it.
I don't. What item would that be in Pathfinder though? Because I can't find.
I
bottle
think
of
ether literally exists. I think ether literally exists in Pathfinder.
I mean, I've let Sprig get all sorts of chemicals. I'm not gonna, stop you.
Yeah.
Stop you now.
I made ether.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if we want to go for straight chloroform, I mean, it'd be easier. Like, ether takes a minute, like, versus chloroform, which takes about 30 seconds of inhaling.
So
Don't ask me
pretty
how I
words.
know this.
in other words, doing that for several rounds. I think we need to weaken them before you do your Pokeball capture.
I'm not trying to Pokeball capture it. This thing, like, no, Silver can't house train this.
Too big. Do you want to? Nobody
just-
wants to shoot that up.
Yeah, no. Like, literally, like, I mean, like, do we want to kill it, or, like, do we want to do it non-lethally? Silva would like to do it non-lethally, but she's not going to fight the party on it.
I mean, we've so far been like relatively good in terms of like our
Yeah.
kill count not being too high.
Like, I'm going to grapple
that's
it
more because
regardless.
of a lack of. That's more because of a lack of combat than a lack of willingness, I think.
I mean, there is that one Final Fantasy guy I threw a flagstone at and fucking gave him a concussion.
Yeah, but normally, we don't go out of our way to like kill animals if we can avoid
No.
it, etc.
Yeah.
It says here, when using Prescient Planner, you can procure a consumable item from your backpack instead of a piece of adventuring gear. The consumable item must still be common with a level no higher than half your level, and its bulk must be low enough that carrying it wouldn't have made you encumbered. So,
Alright, hang on.
I-
Archives of Nethys for time.
I think I'm still in the clear on that one, but I think
Yeah,
I still
it's-
like.
Probably.
It's
I'm gonna
basically
go with-
non-magical. Is basically what it boils down to.
I was
Yeah.
gonna go with Stink Bomb for this one for the time being.
Yeah.
I'll pull
Alright,
out another
that's
one
fair.
in a minute, but
Yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to grapple this thing anyway, so I just figured I would.
Well,
Yeah.
and like in addition to anything, we know that we have people here who can make any ether or whatever things you want. So.
Yeah.
Or
Right now,
have
the
made it
import-
because of
right-
predictive.
right
Yes.
now the important thing is to break its concentration.
Yeah.
That's what I'm attempting to do, but that's all I can do right now.
Okay.
That's all I do.
Oh, you just got it. That's your turn.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Got it.
By the way, just so you know, the things that I took for my skills and all that stuff are Aura Sight and Sickening Offensive.
Nice. Aura Sight is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe. Rodalak. How's your AC doing these days? Never mind, that's a nat
22.
20.
I don't think I have a thing I can do with that one.
They have Manticore Nip, and it's only a level 4 item.
Oh my god.
You take
No,
2
technically-
damage.
Technically, it's just Animal Nip, but still. It works on
Neat.
any animal.
I mean, any animal is a pretty broad net. But whatever.
Okay, so 2 damage.
2 damage from one eagle as it swoops down and starts scratching at you with its talons. Another one
So I'm like
lands on
pulling a
it.
thing out of a bag. I'm like, not now. You wait your turn.
Soba,
Yes.
what's your AC?
Oh yeah, I didn't rage, so it's 24.
Oh, that is a hit. That is 4 damage to you. It's the eagle is still on the shelf and reaching down and pecking at you.
That's it. You're not getting any of Zoba's jerky.
All the other eagles have simply repositioned. Flicker,
Yes.
you're up. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but yes, it's your turn. Anywho,
Right. So, remind me, displacement. It's just like, it's not like an illusion. It's an illusion, but it's just like around them to make them difficult to hit, right?
this is effectively like a physical illusion. These are, yeah.
Shadow
These
clone.
creatures, yeah. Shadow clone, hard hologram if you want to go Star Trek logic. These are,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Well put.
Well, I might as well do some fighting here. Let's see, what do I got?
I was actually going to suggest, Flicker, see if you can't find a lodestone or source of the emission, if it's not directly the Manticore.
Right.
It could be something that's being projected, that's being willed by the Manticore, not coming from the Manticore itself.
That is plausible. I guess. No, not crafting. Maybe Arcana check.
A Arcana check to what now?
To see if I
Just
can
verify.
find if it's emitting from somewhere.
Sure. You also have one that's kind of in your face right now, but yes, you can absolutely roll that.
Well, I
You might
mean,
be
this
able to
was
see. You might be able to see, like, based off of light or ether or Arcana or something, in to determine the direction, at the very least, of where the projection is coming from. If it's being described as a hologram.
okay. So that's 12 plus 17. So that's 2. Win 7. That's 10. I think that's 30. Yeah, I think that might be 30. No, wait, 29. Sorry.
It appears to be coming from the Manticore itself.
Okay.
Oh, that was useful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, we can confirm that our focus should be on the Manticore.
That was one of my. Was that a one action?
Yep, that's one action. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotta say, I'm not necessarily a fan of like the action system necessarily.
Same, but
It's not bad. It's just like that. A lot of the some of the actions taking 2 makes it like confusing.
inconsistent.
Yes.
If we did combat more, it would become
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah. I'm just not used to it because we don't do it enough. Okay. No, saving the tranquilizer dart for big thing. That launcher. You know what? Let's go with like let's just shoot it. Old reliable. I don't know if this thing is even real in front of me. So. All right. So, rolling for shooting. Attacking, so that's the 9 plus weapon, flintlock musket would be the thing. So 9 plus 14 at the one in front of me. Does it hit?
You don't have any limitations for shooting in melee, right?
I'm not sure, considering this is a innovation, that it's pretty much on my hand right here, on my arm.
That's true. It's an invention, so it wouldn't be following normal firearm rules.
Which I wish I would know more intricately, but I keep forgetting.
All good.
But
you hit the creature. Your bullet plunges into it and the entire creature fades into the dust of the library.
Oh, good! I didn't murder an animal yet.
I do have a quick thing, just for
Hi.
future reference.
Please.
Firearms, so long as you're within their range, you do not take a penalty. There is no minimum range.
Okay. Thank you.
I love Pathfinder.
I appreciate your knowledge because I don't. So I appreciate you knowing the stuff that I don't know.
Good, especially since I can. It helps explain away the hand cannon. Okay, so I think that leaves me with one more action. Believe. Well, the Manticore isn't properly in my way anywhere, so I'm trying to think of where I could possibly go. Oh, is this bird still here?
Which one? That one?
This one up here.
Yes, it is.
Oh, actually, this one works too. You know what? Might as well use it in a cool way. I wish to use one of my gadgets in a kind of cool and fun way. I would like to use my because of how I'm guessing because of previous rolls, and because I completely forgot to, make it not faulty and fix it up. I'm gonna use my faulty grappling hook, in brackets for comedy. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna pull it so it falls on this thing. On the
nice.
eagle.
Nice.
I forgot what I have to roll. I'm just gonna guess an attack roll.
Yeah,
okay.
it's an attack roll.
I'll use my flintlock musket one, because why not? So that's.
I think you're at -4 for making a second attack in a turn.
I'll risk it for the cool factor.
Oh, it's still worth it.
Oh, 4 comedy is correct.
Yep. Why don't you tell me how that goes?
So I'm trying to think, what's the funniest way to do this? So I hit it. It manages to reach here, but the shelf is heavier than is heavier, and the grapple mechanism is stronger, so it pulls him towards, but he doesn't end up there. Instead, it swings him in such a way that he ends up hitting the wall over here.
The shelf's actually bolted to the wall. You just didn't realize it.
So would he
Sure.
be here then? Yeah.
That works for me.
Hey, Geronimo.
CC.
Do I take any damage, or?
No, you're not gonna take any damage.
I was willing for the joke.
Yeah, if you want to, and if you only want to move part way there, that's fine. That's more just preference.
I know, but just for sake of comedy.
For the fun, for the funny.
I love the fact that immediately after I read in brackets for comedy, it immediately
Immediately rolled that one. Easiest net one of your life. CC.
I have an idea that is probably dumb and won't work. But
The
it's
most
an
terrifying
idea.
thing that the Sprig can say, everyone. When Sprig says that, just buckle up.
So, I can use my alchemist reagents to make a smoke bomb as an action.
Okay.
It's like a basic thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I mixed powdered brass into a smoke bomb, That's how you get higher scrambling smoke. So this is like light scrambling smoke. So my thought is I can throw a smoke bomb at the Manticore, and if it's using displacer-based abilities, at least traditional displacer-based uses light to make its illusions. It wouldn't necessarily work. It probably won't. But it's an idea.
It's a cool idea.
It is a cool idea, but then it would just...
If nothing else, it's going to be confused.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so one action to craft it and one action for an attack roll then?
Pretty much. It's not something that's gonna do damage, but... So 1 point, 1 action to move. Which I'm gonna go to here, I guess. 1 action to craft and 1 action for the attack. Of, like, throwing it. I don't know what you want me to use for the attack.
Range attack roll.
I do not have any weapons.
True, but it should be a standard character thing. I don't remember how offhand.
Well, it's mostly a cat, so I guess we'll find it a big box.
I guess I'll just roll a flat dexterity?
Yeah.
Which is a +3. 8.
Oh boy. It lands short of hitting the Manticore proper, but it does create your smoke cloud as you hoped. It does not change the effect of, it does not change the creatures at all. Yeah.
Well, that's somewhat disappointing.
Well, that's why I'm going
to
to try
get
the
pecked
stink
to death
cloud.
by birds now.
Oh.
That's my turn.
Well, that's disappointing. My parents looking at my life.
Aww.
I'm sorry, I saw it. I had to take it.
Rim
Yeah.
shot followed by a clown noises.
Womp 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 womp.
The Manticore walks forward. It is not running, it is not diving, it is not flying. It is pacing forward with intent. And you see, right nestled by its wings, a small displacer tendril on each side begin to shake.
It's coming in for a hug.
These creatures appear. That is its turn.
Okay.
And that puts us back to Soba.
Yay.
That tells you the shape of the encounter.
So, first thing Soba's going to do. So I have my sudden charge. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take... So it takes 2 actions, and I'm going to substitute the attack roll for a grapple. And, oh yeah, I'm going to rage first also. So I am big Soba. And I'm going to grapple this thing. If you forgot, I make my grapple check, which is... Oh, it's been so long, and I've gotten so many more things. I make a grapple check versus that thing's fortitude DC. And what size category is this thing? If it's anything below
believe-
colossal, it's taking at least a -2. I'm just saying.
Well, of course, yeah. I do believe it's considered large. I'm trying to see the exact on it.
Approximately huge.
Yeah. You
Which
miss.
I believe is usually the size.
Hang on, I wasn't done yet. God. Okay, so that's a 17 plus my athletics. So that is a 30 athletics versus its fortitude save minus, and it is what size?
Your hand goes through it as you try to grapple.
Oh.
You miss.
Oh, I
No,
thought
no,
you were just being
you
an ass.
miss.
All right. No, it escaped Soba's angry hugs. No. Angry hugs are best hugs. I'm gonna be honest, Jade. I thought you were just being a shitter on that one. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair. No, I mean I was. I did wait for you to roll to say that you missed, rather than before you did. So a little bit, but like.
Okay, reaction. Soba's gonna look this thing in the face and be like, "Where are you, new friend?" You will be Soba's friend. Do not resist.
Right,
Or at least
Lephosaurus.
acquaintance. Sorry. What's this
All
song?
right.
Now knowing that,
Soba, that's an attack for... Nope, that hits.
Does it?
Take 6. Yes, wait, what's your post-rage? I mean, roll a 19 on the die, so I can't imagine it.
Hang on. I gotta double check how much clumsy I get at this level. Give me just a second.
If I miss on rolling when I roll a 19, then I have severely designed this combat.
So we are at level
Usually in
7.
my chat with all these colorful hands moving around so much with a provoking into opportunity attacks.
I wouldn't be able to use Aura Sun on this thing. I'd have to stare at it for a minute.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm raged. Hold on, just 1 second. Yeah. So I just realized because I'm grappling and I'm not using a weapon, I only take a -1. So my AC is 23.
Nice.
Does it hit? Does it hit?
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
that's like a 19 plus 11.
Okay, good. It'd be
Yeah.
really funny if it missed though. All right. So how much
It
damage
would.
did I take?
6.
6. Oh, it's giving so much love tickles.
CC. AC. CC AC.
24.
That is a miss. Koss, you have 2 attacks inbound.
Yay!
And what is the AC?
23.
1 miss. And 1 hit for 6 damage.
Okay.
And what is Minog's AC?
Good question. Cause
I thought
what's
so.
a display? What's a displacer beast's AC? Like you're the one with the.
Yeah. Let me
Like,
pull the thing up
yeah.
because it's a special displacer beast that I had to.
Yeah, I was
write
gonna say
down.
like
That's
yeah,
good.
I was gonna
yeah,
say
no,
like
I thought I gave you a stat block at one point, but I'm thinking about it and I don't think I did.
I asked for one and you said I'll get it to you later, and then I think we both forgot.
No, that tracks. That sounds very much like me.
It's like our game.
Not intentionally, but then yeah, I believe you that. It takes 4 damage, and
Oh,
HP is 45.
oh no, it is very weaker than Soba.
Well, yeah.
All things weaker than Soba.
You meant it in like a level 4 encounter. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's really funny that like I still have double the HP of everyone in the party.
It almost
True.
killed me, so it has to be really strong, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Speaking
Yeah.
of costs,
Yes,
Speaking of
it
costs nearly
is my
dying.
go.
tis your turn.
Okay. I still got the 2 guys in front of me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, oh. Yeah, that works. I turn invisible.
Yeah,
Then I walk away from them. Yeah, just right by the entrance to that thing there. Yep. And that's my turn.
okay. Rodelac, you are up.
Based on the movement that had happened with the when the Manticore moved through the smoke cloud,
Mm-hmm.
was I able to see if the fog was displaced by the Manticore's movement at all, or did it just kind of appear?
Oh, you were asking the correct questions. The fog was displaced after the Manticore moved through it.
Okay, I got an idea then. I am going to move. There's no grid, so I'm just kind of gonna do my best.
Yeah,
here.
freehand things. Feel free.
I'm going to be making a movement along here with the stink bomb in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I do get an attack of opportunity the eagle gets on me.
They might not. Do they have
No.
attack of opportunity as a feat?
Nope, the Leprosaurs, I'll just let you know, the Leprosaurs do, the Eagles do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to roll again with that that skill, the device stratagem, please. That's a 19. Let's go.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
Based off of that, that means that this roll is a 30.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ!
So I'm going to toss that stink bomb right in here.
Hold on one quick second.
Ah. Sorry.
It's all good. So I just want to clarify what I said in case it was misheard. The Manticore appeared to walk through the smoke cloud, and then a moment later, the
Right.
smoke cloud moved as though something was walking through it.
Okay, my mistake. What I was going to do,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I for some reason my brain got a little bit scattered on that one.
No, that's fine.
But I'm going to do a quick perception check.
Yep.
And I'm going to use seek, because that's that's part of my, what's the word for it? Expeditious introspection.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
And I'm
expecting you
going
to
to
retreat.
use seek to determine the direction on where the clouds were displaced to see where the target that's creating the Manticore is actually at.
Is that using your last roll, or is that a separate roll?
That's a separate roll.
Okay.
Okay. Because the 19 is the device stratagem thing, which I'm going to keep on the side here.
Right.
A lot of different d20 for this. So it's seek, so it's based on my perception.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
16, that is a 27.
All right. Me. It will be. You can tell from what you've discerned. As of right now, it's roughly here.
Okay.
However, the smoke cloud will be dispersed in just in a few moments.
That's fine.
Possibly
I'm
less.
throwing the smoke.
Yep. Go ahead.
How do I click on the... how do I...
Tab.
ping? Thank you. I'm going to throw that stink cloud right there, and I rolled a... I'm going to use my stratagem for that.
Yep. That hits.
Okay.
Actually, that crits. I
beca-
think.
if that's the case, and I got an extra bonus on them because of the way that it works, because with known weaknesses, I get a bonus circumstance on that since I rolled the 19. And with Stink Bomb, let me just pull this up real quick. Okay. It creates the effect of Stinking Cloud. Fortitude, they need to make a Fortitude save.
Okay. That is a 31. 15 plus 16.
God damn it.
But tell me more about what you're doing, and I will. And that is the more important thing for.
Living creatures in the cloud become nauseated. And because I successfully hit them on this, I get a thing called Sickening Offensive. Which means they are sickened for 1 round. Which means they get a -2 to everything.
Okay. So.
I'm going to relay to everybody else with the...
One tick. The little satchel of Stink Bomb flies out, and it does hit something. Soba, you see the Manticore in front of you reel and flinch towards its side for a brief moment as it moves away from you, clipping through the shelf like a Bethesda game.
Oh, Todd Howard, you have done it again!
As Rodelac is going to basically, I'm going to be using my with what I just did. I am going to relay to the rest of the party that we're dealing with an illusionist.
As it moves and as it moves, shakes to the side, its wings are going very swift, strong. They're downbeating to try to disperse the stink, which will also disperse the cloud. So that trick worked. That trick worked. But you might have to find another.
If it's going to be doing that, I'd like to react by watching as the wind is buffeting away, because the clouds are going to be displaced around the person more specifically.
That is correct. It is roughly in this area.
There's like a bunch of hands. Okay. Ooh, I got line of sight.
I'm going to use this for presumed location.
Look at that. Look at me being useful.
Usually this takes like 3 or 4 rounds. I've run a similar encounter to this with this greater displacement. Usually it takes like 3 or 4 rounds before people realize that it's a puzzle fight.
So this over here is the presumed location?
Yep.
Roughly.
Alright.
Right now you do not have an exact way of pinning it down, but you know roughly where it is.
Oh my god, I have a really stupid idea.
I have a dumber one.
I love this.
I don't know if you do. I don't know if you do.
No, this one's really dumb.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is it a turn Rodelac though?
Did I actually hit them with it, or was it just the effect? Oh, I physically hit them in the. I physically hit them with the grenade.
In the side, yes.
Oh, I get to add my strategic strike then.
Okay.
So I had 2d. I rolled 2d6 then.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if this turns out to be a person. Soba's like, okay, kill now.
Because I don't know about you, Soba, but my next attack was I was going to unscrew my pen. Oh wait, do I still have my pen? I don't think I ever got it back.
You did not.
Oh, that's a shame.
I have something just as dumb. Don't
Because
worry.
I was gonna unscrew my pen and shoot the ink at him.
If you're doing what I hope you're doing, Soba, then you get such mad props.
I
That is a
don't
six.
know.
Got it.
6
I
damage.
don't think you know what's in my inventory, Jade. But
And last but not least, with that, does that make them do a concentration check?
It does not.
Damn it! I had to ask.
No, it's
you
a fair
tried.
question.
You tried.
Thou hast tried.
And has
Thou
been found
have to milk
wanting.
this bullshit far along.
Hey, so
But yeah,
I got a
I
question.
will-
Yes.
Do we know enough about how this tibium stuff works that if we could like make somebody have a whole skeleton full of tibium and we could have you throw them at people? I want to do a fastball special.
I will be your Colossus. Let's go.
I really do think that if we did that to my character would not be physically strong enough to lift himself. So
That's what the tibium's for.
I
All
like
right,
the
let's
idea
go
of
with it.
like someone with that's a cannonball, but it's like they still feel the pain, but they're indestructible.
oh, that there are X-Men characters exactly like that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
assume. I assume.
Yeah, there's the girl whose mutant power is that she can explode once.
Mm.
Morlock, is that your turn?
That power sucks.
How did she discover it?
They did a test. They did a test. They couldn't figure out what her power was, so Beast figured out a way to like basically figure out people's abilities. And he sits her down. And is like, "So your ability is you can explode once."
Okay. Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
Boy, somebody better make sure that she never gets radicalized.
Anyway. Are you doing is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Eagles don't like you now, by the way.
I'm sure.
Oh, phew! I'm in the clear.
Actually, you are.
Quite a bit, actually. Oh. I shouldn't have said that.
You see, you said something. Oh wow.
That was your first
me
mistake.
and my dumb luck.
All right. Hey, Koss.
Yeah, I'm still invisible.
You are still invisible. That is absolutely true. They are going to be moving around trying to find you. Thank you for reminding me of this. Hey, Flicker.
Eh?
That is 8 damage between 2 attacks.
I like the idea that he's still embedded in the wall and they're just poking his butt.
Just Half-Life collision sounds.
Your face is still buried in the wall and you're just getting Prometheus.
In my butt.
Hey, Soba.
Yeah. Is it my turn yet?
6 damage.
Okay. Is
Hey,
cute. You
Cece.
think you could turn silver?
Yep.
That is 4 damage to you. Rodelac. Miss and... both? Wow, 2 misses on Rodelac.
Woo!
Dang, okay.
Stink Cloud's doing its job.
Flicker, you are up.
Okay, I am fully certain what to do if I'm being 100% on Reno. Got these birds to deal with. Not sure what else to really do of any significant leverage. I mean, I guess I can try putting myself in a more tactical position by risking this thing that this grappling hook again.
I mean, you know that they
Can't wait
do
for it to blow up.
dissipate in 1 hit. I mean, that... is something that you are aware of, and you might want to thin their numbers a bit.
Yeah,
Just
that is
remember,
true.
the current target is sickened. If you want to do anything to them, they have a -2 to resist it.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's over here. I absolutely do not
Mhm.
have any view of him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm blocked by multiple things there.
Target priority is a problem right now.
That's fair.
I knew I should have given Flicker a regular piece of dynamite by now.
So, as far as it goes, as far as danger goes, I'm invisible for 10 minutes. You guys do whatever.
They're gonna need some backup, though.
Yeah, sure. I'll go. I'll start walking for it. I got
Actually,
plans.
Jade,
Don't worry.
Jade, if I can propose something, maybe.
Hmm.
This is completely out of left field. We didn't discuss it, but it might be worthwhile a thing to consider. Flicker just has like a bunch of random doohickeys at all times with him. What if he just like tosses one here and I don't know. It doesn't do more than like 1d4 damage, but it does do an AoE attack.
I mean, yeah, explosive contraption is literally one of your skills.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Like
Yeah.
that is literally on your character sheet. Go ahead.
We literally have a skill called just explode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Love that.
I thought it's like we explode and then we like heal or something convoluted.
No, that's
like
a different thing. That's Searing Restoration. Explode is just a separate thing entirely.
Okay, then I must have really missed that when I was looking for my stuff, which, to be fair, I don't look at it enough, so. Yeah, so he like, just to like help thin out the numbers rather than just like an individual shot, he is going to toss a doodad, a bondoogle,
A kajigger.
the jigger, yeah.
Oh my god, be very careful saying that. Oh my god.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That is
That's a
dangerous.
good idea.
You about to have a JD Vance moment, dog. Holy shit.
Oh god. It's a shame because it's a fun word, honestly. Like that word specifically, not the word that you're thinking of, that it's dangerously close to. But yeah,
Is it-
I
Moving on.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's just-
actually, what do I roll for this? Just attack?
Well, tell me what you're doing. Like, so you're
I'm
taking a
literally-
contraption and you're throwing it over here, and then having it explode. Is that's the 1, 2, 3
I'm throwing
action?
it over here, so which should hopefully envelop these three. And it essentially like it bounces a little bit, and like a spring comes out, and then the whole thing unravels, sending shrapnel out.
What is the radius of that explosion? Because that is. Let me
I
like
would
to look it up.
assume it's just 5 feet around them. Like, let me check. Like I said, I do not check it enough to know it by hand. Oh yeah,
5
explode.
foot. So, yeah. So
Yeah,
5 foot. So
yeah.
Normal D&D 1 square.
If you have the Revolutionary Innovation class feature. Okay, yeah, I did not. Yeah, so it's a minimum 5 feet unless like I upgraded or anything.
Okay. So where are you
How
throwing
much
it?
damage? Deals 2d6 fire damage. Yeah, I threw it here.
Okay. Roll an attack roll for me to see how well you get it to land where you want it to be.
I keep forgetting like what the attack roll is. Is it just like I can do any or?
Throwing object is a ranged attack roll. So you'll use the same thing as you use for your musket.
Okay.
Yeah, rifle
Okay.
thingy,
Neat.
hand cannon.
Oh. So that's 3 plus 14. That's 17. Is that good?
You rolled a 3 and asked, "Is that good?"
I mean, with the bonuses.
3 usually is good.
Would you like to use a coin?
Let me check if I have one, and hopefully
You do,
I
unless you
roll-
use one this turn.
Yeah, you get one every session.
And remember, Granny Biscuits gave you the
I have a gold one. I have a gold one.
You also have one new platinum every session, so that which is a full
Yeah,
reroll. The other one is adding a D4.
I want to say, as in character as this is for a flicker for it to blow out up in his face, yeah, I'll just use my platinum.
Okay.
Dictator?
Yeah. Stop it! Stop that roll.
Question. Who has the scrying scrolls?
So
I
does.
have them.
So
wait.
okay.
I thought you,
No, he's safe. It's only like 5 feet. It should envelop only these things.
Okay.
Kaboom.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I knew
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah,
think.
they do fairly minor damage, and they die in one hit. But there's a lot of them, and you've already seen that the Manticore can conjure more on its activation. But those would be all.
In any case,
Yeah.
in any case, Flicker. I was about to say clicker.
Clickers.
I didn't know he was training a dog, Gia.
It's funny because that also relates to the game. Anyway, what else to do here? What's a guy to do other than grappling hook? And I'll want to see if I can Batman grappling hook out of trouble over here this time. Let's see if it works or if it's funny.
Oh no, it's
very
funny.
fun. That is twice in a row that it chooses the funny option. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm not sure if I can move, like on a fail, if I can move out while I have two things like right next to me there. I'm trying to think. What would be the fail state here? The funny.
Actually, no. That's explode is two actions.
Oh.
So actually, throw explode is actually your turn. Now that I realize it.
Okay. I mean, I still have like one action then.
No, you use one action to throw out your your invention because you didn't have it out. You know, like you know how CC usually has some spiders out.
Oh, okay. That's
You had to take it out and throw it. So one action was throwing it, and then the next action was blowing it up. Otherwise, it would be like just throwing like one of your dudes there, and it would be there.
I feel like that's a little bit more convoluted than it needs to be, but
That's Pathfinder. That's how it goes.
Yep, that's just describing Pathfinder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cece, your big mech when you came in, you had left outside. Did you want to call it in? Is my first question before you tell me what your turn is.
Well, I was considering that. But this is also a pretty significant archaeological site.
It absolutely is.
So, heavy construction equipment and archaeological sites don't generally mix.
Yeah,
I mean,
you need to use
unless
safer
it's-
things like
unless-
grenades.
Yeah. Unless it's the year
I mean-
1820, and then bring in the diggers. Let's go.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't a grenade so much as an invention that just split itself apart.
I know. I'm just gaffing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Cece does have something else that's useful. I have another thing that I can use. It's called the camouflage die. I think she's just gonna tweak with the contrast a little bit. And, she's going to replace the... So, like, action takes out her spider and, like, sets it loose. Action, she is changing out its item for her camo die. I think technically I also have to do the action to tweak the camo die. So that's my whole whole turn. But Spider gets 2 actions now too.
Hooray!
Spider.
So Spooder
Spooderman,
is gonna come running over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gonna use its what would have been Searing Restoration before to spritz its healing stuff, and it's just gonna explode a cloud of green paint.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yes, that's just a 10-foot emanation from the spider that's just green paint splattered everywhere.
You know, part of me was really hoping that the Manticore would be like a sniveling little sissy thing. Honestly. Okay, I guess it's smaller.
Yeah. I mean, this is its den. It is not. And it lives and goes between the bookshelves. It's not actually that big.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured, but I was hoping like it would be like a way
that does-
smaller thing. Projecting.
That doesn't mean it's not dangerous.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that's my entire turn. As
All
my
right.
chat says, Leroy Spooder.
That's so good.
Spooder,
Gosh.
Spooder, Spooder.
Can I just pause one brief moment and say something about this encounter?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've run this idea of this greater displacement before, where like half the battle is the puzzle of trying to figure out how to pin down the creature, and like this is a fantastic way. I love the way that you got the region and then got it painted. That's great. I just wanted to mention someone else at one point used a rod of snowfall to make it snow, so they could see it where it was, and another party actually used what Soba has, the dust of creation for furniture, to just strew a whole bunch of tables and chairs across the battlefield, so it had to stumble across them.
Okay. Can I say what my idea would have been? Because I think you would really
Please.
appreciate it, Jed.
I
So
really want to
Soba-
hear it.
So Soba is currently a huge creature.
Oh yeah.
All of my gear grows in size with me. I am currently carrying chalk, meaning I have chalk that is the size of house bricks. I was going to take out 2 pieces of chalk, crush them in my hands, and clap.
That would do it.
That is so good.
Like literally
Oh,
just
man.
Bart Simpson. Just Bart Simpson it.
She's
I
about
thought you were
to
gonna
chop-
Bart
In
Simpson.
turns, I would like to cough.
She's about,
I see.
she's about
I thought you were gonna
chop
Bart
the
Simpson it by I'm gonna walk forward with swinging my fist, and if I hit anything, it's their fault. I thought that was the Bart Simpson you were going for.
Yeah.
That is
Sorry,
also within Soba's reach.
True.
I need to step away for just a moment, though. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Radio.
So what was that, GD?
That's also within. I mean, granted, that is always within Soba's reach. Just the
There is
Turning
nowhere
into
you
a-
can run where you are
turning
safe
into a
from Soba's hugs.
turning into a windmill.
So like, yeah, I've used this encounter concept a few times, and I love it because it's a good puzzle. It's a question of realizing the scope and scale of what you're actually fighting. You know, and like. It should surprise you exactly not at all to think of that being my style, right?
Yeah.
Manticore is...
Soba,
Say again?
Soba, I just learned that I can, if I heighten my enlarge, I can actually make you huge instead.
At that point, I can just pick the planet up.
Huge McLarge, huge.
That
Big
goes
Mc-
beyond huge McLarge huge. I think that just becomes like. So I think Soba just becomes one with Galarian at that point.
Who has the Squill permanency right now?
Oh shit.
You could just make. You very much could just make giant Soba like cannon forever. Do it.
Spider gets crunched with Fixed
But
board.
then you won't ever be able to fit in and get invited into Gripply homes, though.
But Sobo
big.
can give Gripply more hugs.
You give all of the Gripply a hug at once.
Yes!
So, but I have a brief request.
Hello, yes.
You've got the chalk, right?
Yes.
Could you possibly hold your action until I go?
Okay,
Ooh.
I can do that.
I
Do
appreciate
we need the chalk at this point?
you. It's going to be important for this next bit.
Okay.
I will hold my action,
Okay.
like he says.
I
Okay.
appreciate
The,
it, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Aw.
The Manticore crunches the spider, backs up a bit and sends out 2 more of these leprosaurs, very clearly in a defensive formation, as the Manticore is smart enough to know that it's been
made.
found.
It's been
And-
made.
Jesus!
And again, you can see the outline of the Manticore. It is still invisible, but you know where it is. And you can see it scratching at its side, trying to scrape off the paint. It's not terribly successful. Soba,
Mhm.
you see the Manticore in front of you doing the same.
Oh.
So the Manticore in front of you is doing the same actions as the true Manticore. So you are
Damn.
holding your entire action?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm hoping Riddle like tells me what the plan is at some point.
He's preparing for Chalk Zone.
So let me just to make it abundantly clear, paint has already been put on the Manticore, right?
Yes.
But the paint is falling off.
No.
It's trying to scratch off the fur that has paint on it. It's not successful right now, but I'll let
How
you
much
know
paint
that
is on it?
enough that it'll take him a full extra turn of doing nothing other than trying to get it off.
Good.
Imagine functionally a can of house paint that someone dropped a firecracker in.
Yeah. It's a punctured spray paint can.
All right, I'm about to make this a lot worse then.
Oh, good.
Is it my turn then, or?
It
still-
will be after a bunch of people get bit.
Okay.
CC. 6 damage.
Okay.
Soba is a miss. Is a hit for 6 damage.
On
And yep.
Okay.
And that's all the leprosaurs. So that goes over to Koss and then Rodolak.
Yep.
Are you doing anything?
Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. So I'm going to mosey on over here because I've heard that that's where the thing is, and our Mr. Manticore friend is going to look on, very confused, for a moment, as this bright light starts shining over here.
Oh no.
And then just everything from just everything from line from
Yeah.
this way here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just boom.
Cece, be careful. This is an archaeological site. Flicker throws a grenade. Koss fires out the demon laser.
I already felt bad using a paintball.
Oh no.
Guys, we need to make sure that we
And that's a
preserve this
not
for
have-
historical accuracy. So what you're saying is I gotta pull out my
That's a
dynamite.
paint bomb.
Yes.
That's a paint bomb that dissolves in 10 minutes, too.
Okay. You don't even need a 2-hit roll on that, right? That just does damage.
They get a reflex save for half. I believe.
Cool. Half kills all the illusions because they're minions. They don't actually have
Yeah.
health.
Yeah, so 12 damage. And I'm
What's
still invisible, to be clear, but also there's a bright light that's still shining from right, where I am.
Yeah, you're invisible-ish. How many reflexes is the roll for that?
My save DC is 25.
Okay. Yeah. How many damages?
12.
12 is full. Is
It does
full.
huge
Okay.
damages. Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't do huge damage, but it does hit in a big area.
All right, Rodolak, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to run around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Right around here. This way to get into range. And I am going to use the extra special, incredibly dedicated, hyper-focused skill of pulling out my water skin and spraying him down with water.
Alright.
Do I need to roll for that?
I mean, honestly, no. That's
I assume that counts as an action.
yeah. I'm gonna say it counts as an action for sure, but I don't think you really need to roll to splash water. It's definitely within range, and it's more of like a splash area thing. So like,
Yeah, like I'm basically
Yeah.
soaking in water.
it's not really feasible for you to miss that like
Yeah.
you would like for a precision
I'm gonna-
laser or a pinpoint
gonna-
grenade.
Do my stratagem to save for later. That is a 16. That means
That's a good
that
stratagem.
when I use the roll later, it'll be a 27. As I look to Soba, you get a circumstance bonus on this of a +2 because I've got clue in as part of my stratagem thing. As I yell out, "Chalk now!"
So, but
It is-
immediately just. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna say you have your full turn to take right now, Soba.
Yeah. Soba immediately just reaches into her bag, which is unfortunately one action, grabs the 2 pieces of chalk, one in each hand. Because she's enlarged, they are the size of house bricks, and with her second action, this massive smoke screen of like just pulverized chalk as this I count as the same size category as a storm giant right now.
Nice.
Nice.
And that much force has just crushed 2 brick-sized pieces of chalk.
And any attempt to buffet this cloud away is going to have all the chalk stick to the actual Manticore.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Cece?
Hi.
This should be easy to clean. This should be easy to clean. This should be easy to clean.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps. That laser that I do doesn't do fire. It just does force. So there's just a big hole in the wall.
Yeah, it's not like burning anything. It's just melting it away until it doesn't exist anymore.
Hooray!
intents and purposes-
It's not fire damage. It's force, which means it's just pure kinetic energy. It's
Look,
fine.
yeah.
You can punch a book.
Look, if
you
you're-
can punch a book. It'll be fine.
If you're gonna break this down, Soba and I have done the least damage to this room
Yeah,
with this chalk
realistically. Yeah.
thing. Soba just smacked some erasers together. That's
It's just-
average high
yeah.
school nonsense.
It's just dust at this point. Yeah.
No, it really is. I was serious. Like, this is easy to clean. Relative to the other anyways. You still have an action, I believe.
Yes, I do. Remaining action. God, do I have anything else fun I can do? Remaining action. I'm gonna pull out my rope, and that's my end.
That's it.
That's it. Pull out my rope.
Alright. And Rodolak, you didn't have anything else to do with yours, right? Just checking.
That's all I did.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because I know that you were letting Soba take it in the middle there. I wasn't sure if that was the end. Okay, anyways.
That's all I can do. I did an action to shoot the water skin, and then I used my my stratagem. That's it.
Sweet. Just double checking. You gonna try to get bit? No, you're not. That's a 1. 2 on sober. That's a 4. That's a miss. That is not a miss. So that's 6 damage to sober. And 1 on CC. Wow. My dice have blessed you guys today.
Yay!
I would like to present to the court. By the way, I have only just gone below 100 hit points.
What?
Like, truthfully, that's part of why there's so few encounters, is because it's very difficult for me to scale any encounter that is an actual threat to Soba that doesn't one-shot CC.
I mean, I have 71 hit points.
Yeah, and these, you know...
I have 100
I just don't have any
122.
Like, if I start adding things that do 20 damage a hit, all of a sudden...
I mean, that's fine by me because I can turn invisible now. You can do whatever.
Holding you to that. Flicker, you're up.
Right. So I took no damage.
No, they both missed you.
Good. Controlled fire breath at them.
Nice. That does half on a miss, right?
I think so, but let me double check since I haven't used it in a while.
And when I say miss, I mean reflex.
For combat purposes, that is. I haven't used it.
Yeah. Next time I run a game, it's either going to be Dungeon World or 4th edition.
Kobold breath. HL 30-50 for dealing with D4. Each creature in the area must attempt a
I will
basic
be
saving throw.
happy to try out whatever system you want to run.
Basic saving throw
Aww,
against.
that means a lot to me.
Against the basic saving throw against the higher of your class DC or spell DC, you can't use your ability again for 1d4 rounds. So they gotta make a basic saving throw.
But is it a saving throw for half damage, though?
I believe so. So
I think it
they're
is.
gonna-
Which means that they just die, because all the illusions have 1 hit point.
Yeah. Creature in the area must attempt a basic save throw against the higher of your class DC or spell DC. Okay, hold on. At 3rd level and every second level thereafter, the damage increases by 1d4. The damage type, the saving throw match of those of Exemplar. This ability has the trait associated with the type of damage. Huh.
Alright, so...
It doesn't seem to say anything for like the half damage thing. So
I'm pretty sure it is, so I'm just counting it like that. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is. That's how Dragon Breath usually works.
That was 2 actions, so I can at the very least move around. I don't know how far I can move. I need my squares.
Just play it by ear. Like it's abstract.
So, let's go like here, I guess.
Seems reasonable.
Seems about right. All right, that was my thing. I have dealt with 6 illusions so far.
All right. CC.
Yay.
You're up.
Well, not having attack options is a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
That's my own decision, though. I could just technically bonk it if I want to, or explode or something.
I respect it though.
Like the idea that you're just like, just explode.
It didn't work very well last time, but I'm gonna try. And Cece is going to attempt to shove the illusory cattle out into the laser range.
Oh, that's spicy. I like it.
That was a 9. I'm -1 to athletics.
That I think that misses actually.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Do I get a penalty for trying to shove multiple times?
I mean, because
I don't actually know how shoves work.
technically, I believe so, but I'm gonna say go ahead and try it a second time for free because it's funny.
Three.
That's
I'll use that platinum. 0.
so it's
Living
a
with the
0. You actually rolled a
We're
0.
standing on 0.
No, you rolled a 0. Wow, that's
Good job, Sprig.
wow. Okay.
Cece is not known for strong or combat things, okay?
No.
Cece
want-
might be having a panic attack.
Do you want me to make you a hand cannon?
No, I'm not using weapons very deliberately.
Yeah. By
Just
design,
like,
by
I
characterization.
could, if I really wanted to, I have 7 infusions available. I could just pick bombs. I actually have a bomb snare as well. I could just use my bomb snare, which is a DC 26, or take 66 damage. Like, I could just blow stuff up.
All right.
Well, that's 2 actions. Sorry, I'm double checking what I've got in my backpack here, if there's anything I can use.
The situation has just changed because I started doing the Manticore's action. You can feel free to adapt to this though. Because I thought that was your turn. That's my bad.
Who are you talking to?
She's just gonna let us add another spooner out.
Okay. Honestly, that's a good call. The Manticore recognizes that it is well and truly spotted out. All of the displacements fade away. The Manticore jumps up to the second floor, and 2 griffins shimmer into existence to protect it. This is their activation. And each of those gets its own initiative track where the other things were, where the Leposaurus and where the eagles were. That is its action. We will be going to Soba in a moment because I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
After these messages.
I confess,
We'll be right back.
I don't really have many options to be able to get up there, as I have no ranged attacks.
You want me to loan you my? You want me to loan you my grappling hook?
I mean, I don't think you're close enough, man.
You can throw a grappling hook.
Oh, I'd have to
Soba,
reduce one.
Soba could throw Rodalak.
Rodalak, don't you have a gun?
No?
Wait, no, you do have you should have a gun. You had a gun before.
Do
Yeah.
I? Like, I had a main gauche, a lion scythe, and a stiletto pen.
I swear to God, you had a gun.
I'm
Yeah,
literally
was-
the only
Flicker
one
has
that
a
that has a gun in this party, and I had to make.
I definitely don't have a gun.
I think you're thinking of the first time when we fought the Displacer Beast, when it was between Flicker and Rodolak, they glitter gunned.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the glitter blast.
Also, yeah, so we could just throw you up there. I mean, that's easy enough, right?
Do you want me to do that? I mean,
Man, I can do that, yeah.
all right.
Soba, you are activationed.
Good. So does Rodolak make a thing that he needs to go up there?
I've got a stratagem and an idea to bring him down. I just have to get close enough.
Okay, so
Also,
where is
enlarged
Rodolak?
Soba can
Rodolak-
reach up there, just for the record.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna. Okay, then instead, Soba's gonna use first action to walk over to Rodolak. Second action, pick him up by the scruff of his collar, and then just lift him and just deposit.
Deposit.
Oh,
Deposit,
oh,
like
so right
picking
on
up
your shoulder?
picking up a cat, like picking up a cat and just going.
Okay.
Did Rodolak ride on your shoulders?
And I think the entire party could.
Mecha Shiva, Mecha Shiva.
And then my final action, I'm gonna make a lasso. I'm gonna make a cowboy lasso.
That's a good idea.
Is there a is that like a survival check, or can I just do that?
I mean, with what? You have, like, just have... You,
I have
you
a
pulled
rope.
out, you pulled the rope out already, yeah.
Yeah, she pulled
Yes.
out the rope last
Yeah.
time.
That's fine. You have a lasso. I mean, I
Yep,
can
I
can
just
do a lasso knot in like 3 seconds one-handed. So I assume, you know, like someone who's actually trained with it, like you, could do the same.
Yeah. I use my final action to just tie a lasso, and then that's my turn.
Okay.
The rules is written that would be an action.
Okay.
The Griffin is going to charge on Soba.
I mean, good luck, idiot.
You're right.
I find it funny I keep putting myself in harm's way, and it just keeps working out.
Right?
I'm gonna die.
Like, I think Rodolak is, like, not to use the Rick and Morty thing, I think Rodolak is our Jerry. I just keep crawling and it just keeps working!
Step
50.
1, discombobulate. I charge in. You have like 12 HP. Discombobulate.
Step 3,
Oh,
discombobulate!
goodness. 15 damage as the Griffin comes in and attacks you. You can immediately tell this is much more substantial, and probably why it had to disperse all the other illusions to be able to set these up.
Oh, you are saucy bird. Soba almost felt that one.
Saucy bird.
And
So
Cass. Sorry, what was that?
Soba has been learning new words from Diego.
All right. Well, it looks like the situation has changed a little bit. I probably can. Okay. I think I'm locked into using my 3 actions on this turn to continue the beam.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm just gonna do that.
Are you gonna aim it up to, or are you just gonna leave it there?
I'm gonna leave it there because otherwise I will hit Rodolak. I'm
That's
pretty sure.
fair.
I
And
could take
because-
it.
You think so? Okay.
I-
No, you're right. You can say you can take it. I'm gonna aim it up.
Go for it.
Go ahead and make a reflex save. DC 25.
Oh,
It's gonna end badly.
DC 25.
It's not that much.
Yeah, but my die rolls have been abysmal. That's a 15. So that is 24.
Oh no!
No,
Do you have gold?
No, that is exactly 25. I got
Okay,
exactly
nice.
25.
Oh my god.
Reflex is this thing's lowest stat for some reason. Wouldn't have thought Manticores did as a fortitude creatures.
Oh, I would have, yeah. Okay, so I am also. This is going to be fun for you to adjudicate. I am both invisible and glowing slightly.
Yes. I mean that's easy. You you are invisible, but it's technically, but it's very clear where you are. No one has any question about where you are, despite you technically being invisible on paper.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm going to move up to here.
It's like
don't
an
get close
aura.
to me because, yeah, the aura also is like you see me walk. You can see like you can tell where I'm walking through because it's not just light; it's also force. So it's like pulsing and just smashing everything around me.
So cool.
Yeah, that's my turn. That's all 3 actions.
Oh boy.
Rodelac, you are up.
Okay. All right then. Let's do this. I'm going to use my stratagem to attempt to trip and force them off the platform here.
Oh, okay.
Just, hit the ground. So, falling damage and stuff. And with my stratagem, that was I believe a 27.
Yeah, that does hit.
Okay, so I get to roll 3d6 for the damage to trip. Or does that oh no, I remove the 1d6 because I'm not actually I'm only getting my stratagem damage for this. So it's 2d6 to trip them. That is a 7 in terms of damage.
Okay.
And I believe for the trip action, let me double check to see. Ah, yeah, I just have to overcome their AC. Or sorry, the target's reflex DC. I got a 27, so
Yeah, you are fine.
And I'm going to use. I'm going to do something
22.
really silly. If he falls down, does he take falling damage from that?
I'm going to say that the damage from the trip was the damage from the trip.
Okay.
And I can put falling damage on top of it, just because it's not that far.
Okay, so he's sickened. Also, he does not get a save on that one, so he gets a -2 to everything.
Okay.
Which is all the defenses, all the attacks, and their AC and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use the last bit of my action to toss a bundle of rope on top of him. So if they try to jump up there again, they're going to be tangled as all get out.
To toss
Okay.
what?
Rope.
I just love the idea of hey there, you down there, I have a surprise for you. Hold on, I've got it right here. Just in Spring's stream, I've got the thing I've been saving up. It's a surprise.
Yeah, you use your what's it called, prepared something to just have a bunch of bananas.
Nanner.
Predicted
Nice.
purchase, Nannerzuka.
Predicted purchase nanners. All right. I love that. None of my abilities and things that I've done in this has been a typical just regular ass attack. Oh, that's not good.
Hi.
Hi. Now I know what you're thinking. And
I mean, is the griffin
should
affected
the
by...
griffin attack me? And the answer might surprise you.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, surprise me.
Are you
Yeah.
attacking me?
Yes.
Did you hit?
You said if it. I'll give you a chance to finish your statement. The answer is going to be probably, but.
Mine's a reaction, so do your thing first.
Okay, that does hit.
How much damage?
Give me a moment. Oh, jeez. That is 20 damage.
All right, I'm gonna use reflection. So please roll a d20 flat.
D20 flat. I 10.
You hit a clone. I take no damage.
Oh,
that's
dang.
amazing. I love that.
I could do
You
that
just send me-
once.
That's incredible.
As you just watch the hologram of the griffin swipe my head, and you just look as his neck like breaks. He goes, "Oh no!" And then just his head pops back out, and the hologram of the broken neck slowly disappears. He's like, "Gotcha." I am nothing if not a performer.
Amazing.
Illusions, that's a neat trick.
Seems to be the theme of the encounter, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Flicker, you're up.
I'm gonna move over here. Then I'm gonna use some drugs because I have a tranquilizer dart. And I'm giving you one guess as to who I'm gonna use it on.
Me?
Rodelac.
Mm. You
I
failed.
like how we all had the same flavor of an idea.
I'm guessing the only one that actually has
Recipe for it.
the only enemy that actually has blood.
Yeah.
11 plus 14, 11, 22. Plus 3, 20, 25. In my attack.
Yep.
Uh,
AC's 23. That does hit.
Nice. It is now. I could have sworn last time I used it, we hashed out the details as to what the effect would be.
I mean,
And
the
of
effect
course
is
I-
very encounter dependent, but
Fair enough. But regardless, that should not feel great for quite a while.
roll me a pair of d6s.
How many
Last
pair?
time we
Oh
had
yeah,
used
pair.
lethargy poison rules.
Yeah. Ah, that's what it was.
Six and a 2.
Oh, it's a static save, actually, so that's going to be a lot easier for it to deal with. Never mind, I rolled a 3. Does that still save against it? Against an 18? It does. 46 plus 16, so it passes the fortitude check on a 3.
Boo! What was that you were saying about a 3 earlier?
Hang
Boo.
on. Which one was this against? Was this against the Griffin or the Manticore?
This is the Griffin. Wait, does it have -2 to defenses to the fortitude?
No, I was going
Manticore-
for. I was going for
only
the.
the
The Manticore. Yeah.
If you're going for the Manticore, it has a -2 to everything for one turn.
Oh, neat.
Oh, I was thinking that was off. Okay. Okay, never mind. Disregard. It's slowed for this round.
Beautiful.
I'm doing my part.
I thought it was. I thought it was.
Yes, you are.
I thought it was slow. I thought it was slowed and just generally like. Oh no! I
Slowed-
think that's only if I.
It's that it's slowed one for right now, and the next turn it has to make the save again, and it has to keep making the save
Oh,
for 4
yeah,
hours.
okay.
Yeah. Well, actually,
that's still a,
yeah.
st-
Yeah.
that-
He has to fail it 3 times. 1 is slowed, 2 is slowed, 3 is unconscious, and then 4 is you stay down.
still that's pretty That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid for me. I washed my hands of the rest of this encounter.
I mean, slow's a real good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's
Cease.
all my actions.
All right, Cece, you're up.
Well, I had one more incredibly bad idea.
Rock it out.
So Cece's gonna move up on the flank of the griffin.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to attempt to make an order check. Just to undo the magic. And it rolled off of the 20, no!
No!
I'm platinuming that.
Okay.
Okay, 11.
And you're rolling order to neutralize the
It's a
displacement?
+2 to just attempt to nullify the magic.
Okay. Yeah. That will disperse a griffin. That's one of the few ways that will flat disperse a griffin. Actually.
Well, it worked. I still feel like it was a terrible idea.
Not a
Tell
terrible
me
idea
how
if it
that
worked.
works, though. I want you to narratively tell me what happens then.
Basically, Cece is, like, I suppose in a sense she's tapping back into the magical learning that she had from so long ago. And she's basically reaches out with those senses that she used to have that she's kind of let herself
Forget.
allow to atrophy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the tibium is like has some sort of magical material at least.
Mm-hmm.
Is almost kind of like an abjuration magic of sorts that she has not had the best affinity with in the past. As she basically just like comes up, she touches the griffin and just like plucks one thread of the magic out of the weave and the whole spell comes undone.
Tibium is fundamentally amagical, and you are able to extend that as that unmagic to disbind one of the illusions exactly as you say it.
That feels incredibly wrong, and something bad is definitely gonna happen. That's Cece's headspace, at least.
That's fair. Well, it's literally backed into a corner. Hey, so
Things get much less dangerous when that happens, right?
yeah, usually.
Yeah, animals are way safer to handle when you pack them into a corner first. There's nowhere
Famously
else for them
chill.
to go and be unpredictable.
Exactly, yeah. And they just get calm.
And pump them full of calm downs.
Yeah, just famously chill. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
18 damage. I need a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude saving throw. Oh my lord.
DC is 22, so I don't really. I'm not too worried about you making it.
Yeah. It's a good thing you're making me roll instead of just taking my DC, because my DC is 17. So that's a 21.
DC was 22. That fails.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Okay.
Look, if Soba dies, that just means I get to play Husa, and that's fine.
Oh wow, I rolled a 1 on the
real
damage
good,
for that.
yeah.
Okay. We get 1 extra point of damage. Congratulations.
Hooray!
And you are enfeebled 1, which is just literally -1 is all just strength-based damage, which is honestly nothing to you.
Is this how you feel all the time?
Probably not too far
Is
off.
this what I've been doing? Is this what I've been doing to people?
Oh, I feel so tired. Your strength is actually like is only 18 now. Oh, this is terrible.
Super feels like you need to hit the gym.
Does the Manticore have to roll now?
Yes, it does. And
On.
nah, it shakes it.
Damn it.
But then that's the end of its turn. It doesn't have anything else it can do because it was slowed for that turn, which is stopping it from making another attack.
Mm.
Soba, you are up.
So what's it doing right now?
Biting you it's biting you right now.
Oh, this is what like the main original thing is doing?
Yeah, this is the real Manticore.
Okay, I'm gonna grapple it.
Alright.
So hopefully its fortitude DC isn't too high.
The quote of YouTube Shorts, man.
Oh, well, I'm gonna
And
hero point that.
Alright.
To put a
Yeah, that looks
to put
better.
a YouTube Shorts, man, and a gentle yoink.
So that's a 31.
Yeah, that one will do it.
Yep. So first action, I'm gonna grapple it. Second action, I'm gonna try, and same as we did with Minog. I'm going to try and just tie its tendrils together.
Its tendrils are very short. They don't actually even get reach far enough to touch.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to. Okay. So since this is like that's not that big of an issue then. I'm gonna try and tie its jaw shut like an alligator.
Okay.
So it can't bite me while I'm grappling it.
So running the rope through the jaw and behind its head, then inside of its jaw.
Yeah, kind of like making a muzzle kind of beat.
I mean, it has a human-shaped face, so it would be more like, wall, sort of.
Yeah. I do have. Jay, can I retroactively do a thing because it's funny?
Always.
So instead of tying a lasso, I instead took my soap, never been used, and I have it in the middle, so it becomes an actual like gag on it. So this thing just has a bar of soap in its mouth tied to its head.
Amazing.
Wash his mouth out with soap, you do.
Yeah. This is what you get for being rude to Soba.
You will be able to. You will be able to bring it to unconscious if you would like. That.
Yeah,
Unless,
just hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep it in a sleeper hold. Yeah.
Roll.
He's tranquilized, bound, and grappled.
Yeah. Roll me an attack, not for damage, but for knockout.
Boop.
You've already hit. This is damage.
So, damage.
Yeah,
what
not
is...
to hit.
Oh, okay. What is my unarmed? Hang on, I gotta double check because I just realized I don't know.
I'll tell you what it isn't.
Yeah, 0. Unarmed. Okay, a fist is 1d4. That does not sound correct, but okay.
That's not funny. Roll
You get
2d6. Oh, yeah.
Plus 2 bonus to melee damage. Also.
Roll 2d6 plus strength.
Yeah, well, I mean, also I'm raging, so I get a +6 to that. So that's a 9, plus my strength, which is a +4 still, plus my rage, which is, at this point, is that not a +9? Let me double check that real quick.
6?
Oh, it's 18, actually.
What?
Yeah, apparently the damage from rage when using a larger weapon, which, if I'm getting bigger, would include my fist.
I mean, it had 17 HP left, so yeah. Yeah.
My rage damage alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, we might want to use that spell of that scroll of permanence because I think the only reason my fist would count as a oversized weapon is because I am now enlarged. Otherwise, it would just be a plus 10.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, when you are when level 7, when you are raging, if you're using a larger weapon, you deal 10 damage. But if you have greater weapon specialization, which I do, increase it from 10 to 18.
Can you become large enough that you are not proficient in your own fists?
I don't think so, because I'm proficient in all weapons. Like almost all
like,
weapons.
Would be
Theoretically,
really
though.
funny, though.
It's like my fists are now oversized and I can't use them.
No, I specifically, as a giant instinct barbarian, get proficiency with oversized weapons.
No, not you. I mean, like, is that mechanically possible? Because that's extremely dumb.
I guess if you got hit with an enlarge, and see, here's the thing: your entire body is getting bigger at that point.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought this through. Because your fists are oversized, because the rest of you is oversized.
Sprig, do you want to say it, or should I?
I don't know.
That's Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's Pathfinder.
Okay, so another thing about Pathfinder.
I thought it so loudly when I heard it. I don't think they thought this through that I didn't even think that was where you were going.
All right, look, I want to add into the That's Pathfinder. I want to add into the That's Pathfinder. The fact they didn't think it through means it's more fun because your DM could be like, "No, that's funny. Go for it."
Yeah.
And honestly, I do respect that, but it's still funny. It's still silly. Okay.
It's why I prefer not having the rule in the first place if it's going to be in like an extreme edge case like that.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well,
Anyways.
people have preferences.
Yee. So what are you doing with a knocked out Manticore? Oh yeah, and this disperses the moment it loses consciousness, of
Oh,
course.
good, because I only had one of those.
I'm gonna
It's just-
pet the kitty.
As just at the top of the bookcase thing, as he says, "Good job, everybody. I'm proud of all of you. You did an excellent job." And he starts looking around and goes, there are no stairs up here."
I will stop petting the kitty for one moment, and I will reach up and I will pick Rodalak up by his collar one more time.
Whoop,
That would put him down.
thank you.
I didn't-
Why do they have an entire floor?
Scale.
So someone in my chat had a thing that's relevant. Technically, if you took improved unarmed strike and improved natural weapon unarmed strike, your fists would become a size category larger than you.
Oh my god.
Wow.
These weapons
Become
so
an
bad.
oversized- Your
That's
fists
some
would become an oversized weapon for the size category you are.
That is some One Piece nonsense right there. I am so here for it.
Yeah, I mean, that
Okay.
if you want to play Luffy.
Yeah?
Jade, I'm sorry. The fog is falling.
Yeah.
That was the character's whole power in Boku no Hero too.
Yeah, actually.
Okay,
So-
next time. Okay, hang on. Is improved unarmed strike? Is that a class feat, a general feat, or an ancestry feat? I need to know.
It's a feat.
I need to take it eventually. Combat feat, nice.
All right.
Okay, moving on. I wish to be a siege weapon.
Manticore is subdued. Manticore are really on that cusp where you could call them intelligent creatures or not, depending on your mood and motivation. Like, different studies in academia would call them differently based on the author's intentions of behind the paper, you know?
Similar to
going to-
hyenas.
I'm going to identify where that nest was.
Right there.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Are there any like ingredients that are made from Manticore parts?
Yeah, good luck grabbing that with Soba in the room.
No,
Venom-
nothing.
well-
Nothing like its organs or anything. Just like Manticore hair or
You can milk the venom and make the antivenom out of it, or use it as venom for that matter.
Yeah.
I
Go
bet
ahead,
the baby-
Flicker. Milk the Manticore.
Be very gentle.
That's what it's called. It's
That is what it's called.
I think I'm sooner gonna take one of its claws. Thank you.
Is it still here?
That's Soba's friend. It'll probably run off in the next few minutes unless.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I can bring it back when I want.
Actually,
so.
if you dismiss it, does it go back to where it was?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because you said that it's like
Yeah.
this is the harness teleports it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it has the ability to just teleport out.
Oh wait, no,
itself
wait,
if it
that's
wants.
it's the harness. No, it only
Yes, the harness.
there's no dismiss. Wait, there's
Oh.
no dismiss.
Oh,
Sorry, for a
right,
second I thought
right,
it was a
right.
barbarian ability. No.
No,
There's
that's the harness. Yeah,
there's no dismiss.
Yeah, that's fortunate. Well, hey, one thing real quick. I have one thing really, really quick. Hey, Flicker,
Yeah.
would
Yeah?
you like to be able to fire a cannon that's bigger than you?
Would I?
So, next level, I can take the feat, Shared Rage. I can share my specific rage effect with one willing ally. My rage lets you use weapons that are one size category bigger than you should be, and it grants you a plus 10 to damage. Unless you have weapon mastery, then it's plus 18.
Sick.
So you
Let's slip
could
back
fire a siege weapon. Sorry.
Let's slip back
Cool.
into character for now, though.
Yep, sorry.
No, it's fine. As you can see, it's a good thing. I just want to.
The question is,
I
can he carry it with those little arms of his?
How long has it been since we stopped combat?
Moments.
Okay, then I'm over here in the corner, so I'm destroying as little as possible.
Yeah. We know you're in the corner. You're still glowing.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for like the ingredients, I'm not doing anything too big. Just like anything that I can get off of it without like actually harming it, like
Yeah.
claw. I don't want
Quills
to
and
say
such.
claw like I'm clipping its claws, like I'm doing
You can take the quills,
quills,
spotted.
hair, etc.
and I'm certain that you have a vial that you could take. That if you did want to take some of the poison, you could.
Yeah, Cece's gonna take some of the venom.
Mm-hmm.
There's something at least of like probably gonna be important for our continued survival in the near future. Panic attack can
We're
come
going
later.
to poison a king. Gonna poison someone. Probably a birdman. Probably. We'll see when we get there.
Hmm. Do you really think that they're ruled by a birdman that can be poisoned?
Oh, for all we know, it's a bird person.
Less concerned with getting the poison and more with updating my antidote recipes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All I know is like the. All I
Especially
know is
traveling through a swamp full of things that are very often venomous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anything, like Manticore parts, I'm sure are valuable in some magical concoction. So if anything, it should be,
So, Cass.
useful. Or
Yes.
Sorry. GD, I apologize. Go ahead.
yeah, it's okay.
I just wanted to remind you that you did have a ping back here when you rolled well for on occult.
Where was that? Can you show me the
Behind the wall.
behind the wall? Okay. You know what? While I'm still glowing and exploding slightly, I go over there and see if my explosions do anything. I'm basically pushing on everything at once, so.
Oh my god.
You really are. Yeah.
Look at him go.
No, the indiscriminate blast is not going. No. I'm just gonna.
There goes my hero.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, I think there's there might be something over here. Is the Manticore? What are y'all gonna do? So, Soba, do we have another pet here? Like, what's the situation?
Soba is gonna sharp be like, he's very large, probably not housebreakable. Probably should just, tuck into bed and then just make sure we are gone before he wakes up. And with that, she's going to pick it up, carry it over to the nest. She's gonna pull out like a small like blanket, like very rough looking like linen blanket. Just kind of tuck it in. Good night, little angel.
I was going to take the time to check the nest and examine it.
That's after. Yeah. So.
Because I was going to see for like any supplies or anything, or any like broken shells or other things like that. Anything that would indicate that this Manticore was potentially planted here, or if they just moved in.
It looks like they moved in. There's nothing really resource-wise in there. Manticore tend to eat bones for calcium, so there's not like a lot of remains or anything like that. It's just, which is why it was overlooked mostly before. It's mostly just some branches and branches that were dragged in for some leafy places to lie down. Okay. It's not terribly nesty.
Did it use any books?
It did not. No.
Okay.
There's precious few books in here that are surviving, anyways, outside from the magically protected ones.
I'd like to use. I'm gonna walk over to Cass and ask for one of those scrying scrolls.
Sure. Yeah. Which one do you want? We've got the 4 different varieties, apparently.
One was used, so there's 3 left, I believe.
Oh yeah, 3. Sorry.
I'm gonna examine them a little bit more closely to see if I'll use an Arcana check to determine if the scrying scroll requires a specific location for them to be triggered.
Okay.
In order to use them. So that would be roll. Oh, there's that 2.
Love it. Good to see you back.
That being said, I am allowed to re-roll because I did an Arcana check, which means I can make it a lore check instead and re-roll it. Aha!
That is...
Aha!
Bop! That's a 14.
There we go.
So that is a 27.
Okay. None of them are location dependent. All of them function... all of them do the same thing in a different way. Like, one is more like based on conjuration of conjuring an invisible eye at a location that that brings it to you. Another one is more like a magic mirror style thing where it uses a reflection to draw reflection from that location. Another is a traditional scry, which is more of just an extended vision of your own sight projected into that region. They're just differently crafted spells that effectively are different schools of magic, level of different, but are all functionally, if someone went into a magic store to buy a scrying scroll, any of these would be labeled the same.
Okay. So basically, the different scrying scrolls are dependent on the different skills to use them.
They're functionally identical. I mean, you don't need, mechanically they're identical is what I mean to say.
Oh, okay.
There are significant differences in how they have been made, and in theory on what would be able to block them.
Okay.
I'm gonna search this wall over here.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can find anything. I assume that there's a wall here.
Yeah, you need some form of perception.
I was actually going to, well, yeah, sure, perception check. That's a 27.
All right. You find a rock with a small hole in it. A small, yeah, it has a small deep hole.
I put my finger in the hole.
Said
Congratulations.
no one ever.
You now have your finger in the wall.
Yay!
This makes you
Did it open a
Danish.
door or anything?
Excuse me.
If you can, long story short, yes, you can you can pull the door, a door open with it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody want to check out this back room with me?
Yes.
I
So
love
we'll need to
that.
wait for a big spell to wear off first.
It's a small room.
Spell it.
Is that good? What was it, Megas?
I'm here. I said, couldn't you just dispel it?
Where's the fun in that?
I would never make Sova be big for less time.
True.
You just whip out the scroll of permanence, and you're like, all right.
We doing this?
I
Oh,
mean,
you
to be
didn't-
honest, it would make Jade even less likely to do combat. So I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing.
I mean, 0 divided by 0 times 2 is still 0.
It might but to participate in some conversations.
And Cece is having she is having a, at least for now, contained freak out session.
That's completely fair.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going off to the side and she's picking up her destroyed spider bot and she can fix that for now. Unfortunately, with quick repair at the state that it is now, she was done in like 5 seconds, so she disassembled the whole thing so that she can put it back together again.
Yeah, that
but
makes
it's gonna
sense.
take me a whole 6 seconds. Ugh.
You ever see those videos of people disassembling?
She wants like up to 5-10 minutes to process.
Yeah.
But like the actual fixing of a destroyed machine is like, I'm done. But I still need like 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes.
You're too good at your
Took the whole
job.
thing apart down to the last pieces and then just putting it back together.
You're too good at your job. Oh no.
You ever see those videos of people
Suffering
like
from success.
disassembling and reassembling guns,
Yeah.
like down to core components, and then putting it back together like in a couple seconds?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking of. As far as touching into it, it did not feel like touching the weave. It felt like disassembling it.
Oh, it's still.
Yeah, it's
very wrong. It's something that she did not want to do, but it was in a panic in the middle of, combat situation.
Completely fair. I just wanted to clarify, the feeling of magic is different than, even though you were able to go about it in a similar way, the feeling of touching the weave was completely different. You may proceed to freak out. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just.
You may now proceed to freak out.
Anyways, over here, well,
You-
well, Cece's having a moment. You find a small room, and I'm gonna say cabinet, though realistically it would be like a DC 10 check to rename it to be a safe,
Okay.
as well as a pedestal with an orb floating just above it.
That certainly doesn't look like a trap.
I agree. I've touched the orb.
Give me. This would not be occult. This would be Arcana.
Okay. Excellent. 14.
You wanna use your
Hey, you know what? I
It's-
got a platinum. I got
It's
a platinum.
blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
31.
There you go.
Hey. So. This orb may be one of the most complex weaves that you have ever seen.
Mhm.
This orb is responsible for maintaining the environmental magic on this building.
Okay, so we're not gonna. I realize that, and I take my hand off and say, "Don't touch that." That's why we're not getting flooded right now.
It is like, imagine, you know, somebody who only knows how to fold paper into airplanes seeing a Mobius strip for the first time. Like,
Oh.
this is this is like
Yeah.
Tesseract levels of, oh wait, wow. You could study this for decades and come no closer to figuring out how it was crafted. But you also are able to tell that this thing would absolutely just become completely valueless outside of a lawn ornament if you were able to remove it from here.
Yeah. Yeah. So my two observations are incredibly powerful and round.
Yes, it is blue.
Okay, so we're leaving that. What else have we got?
A cabinet safe-ish thing.
Can we open it?
I can open it.
Tell me how you go about opening it.
So normally the jokey answer is it's flicker. Anything you touch breaks apart. But the proper answer is he gets out some of his more finesse-like tools, and he starts like. Does it have? I'm assuming it has a lock.
Yes, though the wood that it's made out of is. You could probably pull it open with, you know, with half of it
crowbar?
crumbling in your hand. Yeah. A swift tug a swift tug might collapse it. Of course, then, you know, what's inside might collapse upon itself too.
Off. All right, the finesse tools it is. He essentially he tries to finally unlock it first. Now would this be? I mean, I guess this is technically thievery,
Mm-hmm.
but.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I think thievery is the only one. I want to say crafting, but it's like the reverse of
Yeah.
crafting.
That's kind of a, you know,
Yeah.
it's totally crafting,
Like,
bro. I swear.
It's crafting, but in reverse. You see. Anyway,
It's a little, it's whatever skill I have highest sort of thing. No,
Yeah.
yes, thievery I think would be hard to justify anything else. Is all I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, not the worst, but a plus
What-
2.
what's your total?
So 13.
Is someone giving an 8 another action?
I can help with that.
All right.
I'll roll.
Roll a thievery. If on a success, you'll give a +2, which will put him
Okay.
where you need.
Whoosh. That is a 13.
Okay, yeah. It's assisting is a fairly easy action. Okay, you are able to crack it open. DC was in fact 15, so yeah, that works.
I like to imagine. I like to imagine it's like Flicker is like looking at it, and like we're seeing it from the keyhole's perspective. Like we see like Flicker's eye as he's like peering in, and then Rodolac's eye pushes in.
Oh my god.
Got this. Anyway, the click happens, and we unlock it.
You find a scroll case.
Yay!
Now, one of the things in the scroll case is the actual document that you found last time. Kas, roll occult.
Okie dokie.
That still breaks like
21.
20 or something. 21. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Somebody without any sort of without any sort of skill in the occult might see a blank piece of paper. This was a type of encoded message.
Ah.
However, the text is the same as the text of that you saw in the display case. That one, you are able to easily surmise, must have been a recreation.
Okay.
So this would be the actual documents.
Nice, I like having the original.
There is also. So go ahead.
I'd like to quickly glance over it to see if there's any considerable differences in either document, in case there were revisions or something, or air quote corrections.
No, it actually was a faithful recreation.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm. That's a very important thing, because actually, honestly, it's very telling that it is a faithful recreation and not a PR'd one. So yeah, that is good information.
Yeah.
Now, here's the fun part. You guys have a pretty good grasp on the background of this world. You guys have a pretty good concept on the grand mystery of the histories of this place. I want you guys collectively to tell me what the other two documents that you find are, and I'll revise it as necessary for lore. And this is how you may find something out. You can tell me what the document contains, and I will simply correct it. Within reason, without, just, it has all this point. No, it's
We find
Oh,
Jade
it's my
DM
document.
notes.
Bold of you believe I can't say that. I have my DM notes literally on my screen. I'm gonna say, both of you believe I have DM notes. Wait, no, wait, they're right there.
Yeah. Sorry, Jade, we do know you.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
And it is hours o'clock. I don't know how people are on timelines. If we want to save this idea for next time, we can.
I
I think it
mind
might be
saving
better for next time. I am.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
having the time to think about what the hell
Yeah.
would the scrolls be.
These are scrolls that are held in a private deposit box in the Great Library of this location. So I'll give you some time to think about it, and please do think about it, and consider what sort of document would be there and what sort of information it would have. And keep in mind that effectively what you are being offered is the ability to either create the part of the lore or to let me answer these questions for you by correcting it.
So I think one, at least for my opinion anyway, would be to have a document about the life of Henry. The life of Henry and the effects of his actions, basically. So that we could have, like, in-character knowledge about Henry instead of just our meta-knowledge.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Something that we would be able to close up any of the things, like maybe the historical document of like his past or his journal proper, or something that will close up the mystery that we might have.
Article surrounding it.
Maybe even a recollection of the investigation surrounding the fabled drowning that we had heard about.
Maybe
secrets.
maybe something about Mondrones or Tibium.
A royal genealogy or an almanac might not go amiss either. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, honestly, if it was an almanac, we could actually probably figure out how long ago this shit was, because an almanac would have star positions, and stars are very, very easy to track.
That's true.
You know what? Actually be really interesting? Getting the minutes missive of the great ceremony for the good king.
That would also be a reasonable thing to have in here too.
Like an actual breakdown of what happened during that ritual.
But also an almanac or a genealogy. So one almanac tells us how long ago we're dealing with here, and genealogy would actually help us break down, okay, who exactly is who, and who is connected to whom in which way. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know which one I would like more, because on the one hand, I do want to know how long ago this stuff went down, but also we could kind of just probably ask Musultaz this, because Musultaz was there in the, amazingly enough, the civilization that rose and fell between now and then. Which is insane to me that we're coming with all of this myth archaeological knowledge, and we haven't found a single pubic hair of this other civilization. Except for the big sword.
That happens in archaeology all the time.
No, trust me. Remember, I went to college for anthropology. I know it happens. But that doesn't mean it's not frustrating.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Gabe, do you know what my white whale is? My white whale is the sea people. I need to know, where did the Hittites go? Every civilization in the Bronze Age just disappears off the map, and they talk about weird, Viking-adjacent people that come and kick their asses, but we don't find any evidence of them being destroyed. They just disappear. Where did he go?
That is still fucking crazy.
Evidence of an invasion, in their written records, but no evidence of bodies or destroyed villages. What did they just start dropping radiation bombs and everyone just die of radiation sickness and left their buildings intact? Shit.
It does give me ideas for my my RPG setting that I've been working on. Just the conversation about it.
Oh, okay. Wait. So, yeah. I get that. It's
sometimes
wild.
Sometimes I wish the world was a bit more trans-friendly, so I could have kept on that degree. Because I'm gonna be honest, first fucking plane down to the Mediterranean, the Fertile Crescent, I would be there every day. What are your secrets? I would have all-terrain tires on my goddamn wheelchair, going through the sand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some. I wish I wasn't playing Soba. I wish I was playing literally any other characters that have an attitude closer to me, because I would have make a Museltaz answer some goddamn questions.
But
You
then we
could,
would be, but then
You
we
haven't-
but then we would be facing consequences of fighting and dealing with it instead of you
Yeah.
dealing.
Yeah. Well,
yep,
Jay,
you-
remember, Soba's people have an oral history. Soba does not care about history beyond what is relevant, which would be what would an oral history. Oral histories are really good and really awful because they tell you what a society values. Anything they don't value, they don't pass down. So you get a lot of holes.
Mhm.
Yep.
I love anthropology so
something
much.
something I didn't consider to be as valuable as it is until like the Orville brought it up. But I guess I was always fond of games, so I kind of always thought it deep down is like the games that they played that weren't just like the big major events.
Yeah.
There's an ancient Semitic dish. I don't think it's Jewish, but I think it is like of like the Semitic peoples. There is a dish that is written of, and we know it exists, and there is like records of it, but it fell out of fashion, and so nobody wrote down the recipe. And then when people started reading their histories and went like, "Oh man, I want to try that. How do we make it?" There's no recipe. The best we know is it's made out of leavened flour, which would have been rare at the time, because most of like Semitic food from that time period is unleavened, because that was like the style of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's also where we get like Jewish Passover bread and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Well, I hope you guys had a good time.
I had a wonderful time.
Good.
By
I'm sorry for shouting.
let's say by next Friday, I want in the New World part of the server some detail on what you guys either want it to be, or ideally to write it for me to then revise for you.
Okay.
Whichever direction you guys want to take that.
Do we each only get one?
It'd be collaborative. I mean, you talk.
Okay. I misunderstood.
there- Yeah. There are 2 documents in there, and it'll be collaborative for you guys to decide what they are and what contents they may have. And next Friday, I'll start working on it for that, so it'll be ready for the Friday after.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
what do you guys think? Real quick before you go, what did you think about the Manticore encounter?
Well,
I wish I'd thought of the chalk clap first. I'm gonna be honest.
I was worried that I was spending more time just coming up with stupid ways to not actually roll attack rolls this whole time.
Honestly, I mean, I go out of my way to figure out every different way to do things other than to roll attack. Regularly.
Yeah.
I just like grappling things. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that
I
nothing
guess-
can stop me if I grapple.
I did significant
Oh, that's
structural damage to a library, so I'm happy.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna get going.
Bye.
Checking out
Cheers.
some things.
Bye.
Talk to you guys later.
Pleasure as always.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sprig, I missed what you said. What did you hear you said there?
Grappling just in general usually is fun rules.
Mm-hmm. Which is funny because they used to be wretched rules.
Yeah, that was my thought. Was like, what? Because there's so many different things you have to know.
The rules are often awful, but it's the play with them that is fun.
Oh, okay.
True.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Pathfinder has like one of the better grappling rules because, but
It
that's
does,
because
yeah.
because 5Es are so bad. I think the only grappling rule set I like more is Cyberpunk's. The only issue where it breaks down is it does not take into account grappling someone who's stunned. Who's stunned? Sorry, someone grappling someone from stealth. Even sorry, like the
Gotcha.
the stunned thing is less of an issue. It's more like that's kind of like a rule of cool, but because that system really is a hey, is this a cool idea? Then do it. You run into the thing of like if you grapple someone when they don't know you're there, you kind of have to talk with your DM and be like, hey, is it okay if we just say that I choke this man out? And because there's no real rule for that other than fuck it, it'd be cool, try it. Which
That's actually
is
exactly
a little
why I
annoying.
like 5th edition's grappling rules.
5th edition's annoys me because of the one action thing. Pathfinder, you get 3 actions, and in Cyberpunk, you have functionally infinite actions so long as you were able to pay the penalty for multi-attacks. Not multi-attack, multi-actions. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I like about Savage World is you can do like multiple actions, and you gotta risk the penalty, of course.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
D&D grapple is like, my extra attack allows me to take more than one. If I take a feat, I can get another one on top of my extra attack ones.
So the only creature in there that had a dedicated HP pool only had 45 HP.
Jesus.
The difficulty is pinning it down so you can actually do the damage, but it's a half health. It's a Manticore at half health. It just half the fight is it has to be spent trying to figure out a way to pin it down so you can hurt it. That's. And then the Griffins actually do have health pools, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not if you dispel them.
Yeah, not if you just join them.
Yeah.
That was cool. Ah,
Blah.
this is a good game.
It
I like
felt
this
like
group.
the right time to start to apply that plot thread.
I agree. Yeah. If you have questions about that, feel free to lay them on. The general concept is that it is unmagic. It is aggressively mundane, even though it can be wielded in a similar way. It's almost like it's a contrast. So was a bit. Wow, isn't that funny?
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! And yeah, you guys actually haven't talked to Musteltas since before the Goblin encounter, I believe. Oh no, just after it. This is before you went to the Gripply homelands.
So, I have a character, Jade, who is totally not a self-insert, called Zozix the Sixth, who is a stage magician, sorcerer, tiefling. Transgender, of course.
Naturally.
And she also has a really big passion for anthropology. If she was here, I'd be marching up that mountain by myself if I had to. I'm just saying.
I am so looking forward to that. It's
Well, as if
hey,
somebody needs to die, I guess.
Hey, Musseltas, it's been a while. I got questions.
Yeah. Like, Soba just gets, phased out of reality. Like, this tiefling and a magician's, coattails. Goes, I need to know! Just starts bolting for it.
Yeah. I'm just genuinely proud of my own world building, though, you know? I might be huffing my own farts, but, I'm really proud of the fact that there is a functional anthropological angle to this world, you know?
Mm-hmm. There is a fart to huff.
Exactly.
That was absolutely a sentence that was spoken out loud.
And I did not say it.
Look. Sometimes you get the unhinged version of me, sometimes you get the very hinged version. You get the unhinged one today.
Hooray!
Hooray! I like hinges. No, I don't. Hinges are for losers.
But yeah, I'm really excited to hear what you guys come up with for those documents, because that is a pretty big reward. In the context of how this world works, that's one of the biggest rewards I can offer, you know?
Yeah.
I had an idea for one that I think might work.
Okay.
My thought was just a almanac, or an almanac that was written by Henry, or Paranoid Henry, and co-authored by the other versions of Henry.
That's a fun idea.
So, like, several of the events we get conflicting accounts or, like, slightly different accounts.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool idea. Yeah, I do like the idea of merging the player knowledge and the character knowledge. Like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, you know, like the Gripply side story, the Gripply vignette was a delight, and like didn't really need to cross over into the character's main knowledge so much as it helped the world building and understanding of what like the Gripply were on the day to day. Whereas that other one was definitely more of a, oh wait, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, more of like a directly impacting the main plot.
Mm-hmm. Or at the very least, like going along a parallel to it.
Yeah, I
You guys
think
are
an
awesome.
almanac. No, you.
No,
Oh, you.
Thank you.
I do think an almanac would be like one of the better ones. A genealogy, though,
Mm-hmm.
would be okay with how like nutty these people seem to be for their king, to the fact that they like literally named like the change of an era because like they reset their calendar because a guy died. That shows that these people are at least a little bit reverent of their leadership, which leads me to believe that a genealogy of the royal family would be relatively commonplace. And also like it would also help us kind of like, all right, who is who connects to who, and who took power when. I feel like that would be the kind of thing to be very, very useful for figuring out information. But yeah, but once again, like Soba is. Oh, I have to try so hard not to just go on history stuff, Jade. I hate you so much right now.
I love you too.
Because it's not in character for Soba.
Didn't I tell you how many? Hold on a second.
We know like a good chunk of who's connected to who, but like we don't know exact relationships.
Yeah, no, I was trying. I thought that I had told you how. There it is. Can I just quote myself to you real quick, Liv?
Okay.
My liege, you had all but run the kingdom throughout the latter parts of the 11th era. So you are at once a new king and the one who I have sworn my respect and fealty to for the past 70 years.
Had an era that only lasted 70 years? Okay.
Throughout the latter parts of the 11th era.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
yeah, so loyal in the previous era, then there's the change of the era and still loyal.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
so
that gives
this
you-
guy died and they made a new era. That shows that there is some definite big deal with this dude when he died. Or when he became a big stupid bird, whichever came first.
When he took power is actually what it was, because you learned
Okay.
that from the Great Procession banner here.
Mm-hmm.
That the Great Procession was in the 30th year of the era of the good, or the 32nd. I don't know. It was in the era of the good king,
Mm-hmm.
which would be meaning the era changeover would be when he took power.
Okay.
Anyways, so you have some information. You have more. You have a little bit, like, as far as how far back it goes, and like you don't know everything, but you do have you do have that bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I've given the puzzle pieces, right?
Yeah. Yes, you have.
Yeah, I was having the thought before when we were talking, and it was too many plot threads getting confused. And I'm just like, I had a stream a while back where we had, I think it was like a 2-hour conversation where I was breaking down a plot thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's a really cool campaign." I was like, "Oh no, that's a subplot."
No, the fact that we had a full 4-hour session that was just purely going over all the details that I had given and being like, wait, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. That was like one of the most one of my proudest moments as a DM, like genuinely, unironically. That the fact that I had made the world that in depth and that interesting that the players were able to enjoy going over it with a fine-tooth comb is a genuine mark of pride for me.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are awesome.
I
feel loved and appreciated, basically.
I always
Oh,
try
you
to
are.
engage with what the GM. I always try to engage with what the GM has made. No matter.
Why, unless it's funny or not to.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I try, but I also try to I always try to engage with what the GM has made, but I also try to add my, a slight twist to it, like something that is, yeah. Like in your game, it's like Liv is like yeah, but my character is from a different part of the world, run down area. They're not going to see the world the same as everyone else. I still want to engage in the world. I'm just going to be engaging in from a different angle. At least that was my intent.
Yeah, I think it did thud a little bit because the other players were trying to learn, and then your character making misunderstandings caused a little bit of confusion, which then made people get. I don't want to get into it.
No, trust me.
I do appreciate what you were doing, but I think if we were doing it in a more established one that most people know, Forgotten Realms, instead of a pure homebrew, that probably would have actually gone a lot better, because I do think that was a good idea.
It means a lot to me to hear that from you, genuinely.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it did lead to me. It did lead to me realizing that I really did not get across the fact that your the might gods and deities system was not entirely the most transparent. So I did actually rework that because of your feedback.
Yeah, and different people would engage it with it in different ways. Nothing is a monolith.
Yeah, I mean, you basically led to the development of the Kushi. So hey,
Hooray!
it's a race of militant atheists in a world where the gods are real and they are walking around. Yeah, they have a god too. It's not like they don't have a god. They have one. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't. He just thinks the fucking deification's stupid. Also.
So, for context, for people who aren't watching that campaign, which you should, all the VODs are here and over on Liv's channel, and the new episodes will be on Liv's channel. The gods are made by being what would be considered a Greek hero. It's a great man theory, right? It's people who were raised up to become gods after they have become great and influential people who have become a representative figure of their race, kind of vaguely.
I wouldn't call it great man theory because it's not a matter of leadership. It's a matter of just being. Yeah, it's more like what if everyone on Mount Olympus was dead and the people that had to fill in was Pericles, Heracles, and Perseus. Heracles might do well. But Perseus and Pericles, no, they would not. They would be bastards.
And in the context of the world, the races that the races that have a divine representative, the races that have someone who has achieved godhood, are respected, and the ones who don't are spat upon, are looked down upon.
Yeah, which isn't even something set up by the gods. It's something that the people did on their own that the gods have no ability to really influence.
So. My character
in Forgotten Realms, but just
the
gods are just already divine.
I
So my-
absolutely just sorry, go ahead.
So my character kind of went against that because my character was like, an accountant, a lower class person who was working, as an accountant, couldn't make ends meet without working 3 jobs, and decided, screw this, I'm going to go become a pirate, and worked basically as a quartermaster on a pirate ship for a good chunk of her life. She doesn't like the concept of gods because she's of a race that doesn't have one, and she hates the idea that gods are the divinity is a thing because it's never have been respectful to her.
I do want to make a small correction to that. That was something I did try and get across, but the god was not super well established. Water Ganassi, or water spirits, I guess is what they're called in the universe. They do have a god. Unfortunately, he's a dog. And I do mean he is a literal dog.
Not sure that helps.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
So
No,
your point still stands, but it's not that you don't have a god. It's that your dog is not that you don't have a god. It's that your god is literally an animal.
So I took the idea of the divinity thing, and like, what if someone hated this idea? What if someone was downtrodden, disrespected by the people, and treated poorly by the people who have gods, and is resentful of the concept, is resentful of the idea of that?
Yeah,
and
it
was an interesting character that I liked.
Yeah, the concept still absolutely works, because it's like, oh, my god is Sydney, this beautiful Leonin woman who carries a scythe and is like in charge of life and fertility and the harvest. Oh, mine is Dunget, this strong blacksmith with like DID who is, the master of fire and forge and craft. What's your god, sea spirit? Mine's
I
a
asked
dog.
if you wanted fries with that.
Can I just say that the god being like a dog thing just sounds like something you come across like in an adventure game, where it's just like
he's the god of the sea.
Talking dog. You come across a talking dog, and he claims to be god, and it's like, and the player character, of course, reacts with something like,
Yeah, I believe that.
"Oh, this is an interesting development."
Oh no, Kelpus can't talk. He is okay. So he is a beagle for one, and he is a god of the sea because the sea is unpredictable and does not really respond to humans at all. So I was like, well, how do I make a god of the sea that isn't just malicious? Because let's be honest, like, name a god of the ocean and tell me one that's not malicious. And then it's just like, well, what if it's just a dog and it's just like. Yeah, no, like, it's not malicious, it's just, like, it's an animal. Like, it's...
People are calling for the tide and it comes running.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Unfortunately, everyone else who didn't call for the tide.
Yeah, like, if a tide, like, knocks your boat over, well, his tail is wagging, and he accidentally bumps your boat off the table, I'm sorry. Like, he can't help it, he's happy to see you.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, because, like, I even in, like, real-life mythology, most of the time when you have a god of the sea, they're kind of just an asshole because, like with
the
very few... Yeah, the sea is extremely capricious, and it's like, I did not want just an evil sea god, because I think that's kind of trite.
Actually, I wish to retract my statement. This is... Well, actually, no, this kind of does merge into it, because the way Terry Pratchett writes, it does sound like a bunch of point-and-click game characters living in a universe that's designed to be silly. Which, funnily enough, they did make 2, no, actually, technically, 3 pretty good point-and-click games in that setting. One's a noir.
Nice.
So since Liv is actually connected to my game for the first time in what feels like months, I want to load up
Hey!
What? You've had connection issues.
Oh, I thought you meant like connected to the narrative.
No! Oh no, you're a core part of that. No, you're doing what? No.
I was gonna say, god damn, Jade, holy shit.
I'm talking tabletop simulator. You're doing fine on that front.
Okay. I was about to be offended.
Yeah.
I'm straight up talking about being able to connect to Tabletop Simulator.
I think the lawn file map might just be broken. I'm going to be honest.
That's what I was about to say. Is
Yeah.
I want to try loading up the world map and then landfall and see if either of those crash you. Though it looks like you already left. So oh well.
Oh yeah, no, it's because it crashed.
I didn't
To
even.
be fair,
Wow,
be
I didn't even
fair,
load the map
I-
yet. That's impressive,
to
actually.
be fair, I did forget I had Tabletop Sim running and loaded World of Warcraft. So that's running 2 games at once.
Okay, I think we should probably wrap up stream because I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Good
surprised you
night,
haven't
everybody. You're all wonderful and
Good night.
appreciated.
Night. Bye. Bye.